Is it
All right, restart.
Google Stadia? Stadia?
What's up, y'all? Second episode of GamePlayX4 podcast right here.
Yeah, this is the second episode.
Second?
Yeah.
We did the
Third?
one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it feels like more. It's because
It's because we've been working on this for
yeah, we did.
Don't worry,
we-
we're on the second episode. They just lost.
But yeah. Nah, I'm not lost. I know where the hell I'm at.
It's okay. It's okay. You're lost.
Gameplay X4 episode 2. Everybody, what it do? I'm EchoeBarrage. Yo, there you go.
You know the
All right,
usual
right.
suspects.
All right, go
Right,
ahead.
we
yo.
got
Alias.
and we got Milagro right here.
No,
So-
no, not Malagru.
Okay,
Not
Malagru.
Malagru. Not
Malagru.
Malagru.
No,
Malagru.
no,
Malagru.
you're Malagru. Yo,
He's
Malagru.
Malagru.
You're
Let's call
Malagru.
All right.
You know, no.
Malakru.
No, I'm
Malagru.
I'm pro King Emperor Malagru.
Okay,
Alright.
whatever.
So we got Malakru right here. We got Malakru.
Okay.
Malagru. And don't forget Sound Guy Ray.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the PS5.
Peasant sound guy Ray.
Peasant
Okay.
Sound Guy Ray. Yep. Straight
Okay.
peasant. Yo.
I'm still better than you, anyways. Anyway.
Yeah, all right.
And
what?
everything I touch.
Yikes.
Yeah, right.
Everything I touch turns gold, so it's okay.
Everything
It's cool.
touches gold. Yo, I'm trying to be a millionaire.
Okay.
Everything I touch turns to triple platinum uranium. So
Yo,
like, what do you
touch-
got? Yeah,
Calm
no.
down. Calm
Yo,
down.
touch this
Come on.
PC right quick so I can be rich. Yo, go ahead.
Don't touch yourself. Don't touch yourself.
No, I'll do it later.
He'll have a gold body.
I mean,
Imagine.
will they get the ladies
wait,
though? Like, think about it, right?
I
Will they get the girls?
Oh,
they'll
word.
be turned off. See, they'll be turned off by the fact that doesn't work. But you have an erection forever, and you're rich.
Imagine
Yo,
giving
Bunch
like,
of gold to diggers.
imagine
That's
getting
for
going,
sure.
going down on me like that. Damn.
he's gonna be walking currency, bro.
You just imagine Ray. He's like, you imagine Ray just like, hey, yo, come here, girl. Let me give you a grill right quick.
Whatever. All right.
Oh,
So
man.
let's go back to
All right, let's start with this
PS5.
topic.
PS5 rumor to be.
Yo, PlayStation 5, yo, what y'all next year, I guess, right? It should come
Yeah.
out next.
PlayStation 5? Nah, I think it's probably gonna be 2021.
Nah, it's just next year.
Nah, 2020.
But we got some.
2022.
I don't know how important relevant this is. We got some rumors, yo. Apparently, PlayStation 5 is stronger than the Scarlet. Does that matter?
No.
In the beginning.
I
I
mean,
mean,
for
like,
people
does
who
it
like
matter
to,
right now?
for fanboys, yes.
It's
For
just
fanboys.
rumors. Like,
Yes, it's a rumor. Yeah.
like for fanboys, like even this, oh man, they're just
Yeah.
like, I didn't see him. My castle's stronger than yours.
I mean, but like, see, I think that's the thing that a lot of people are getting. It doesn't matter because, like I said, what it sounds like with going through all the rumors that the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Scarlet are just going to be like Xbox One and PlayStation 4 upgrades. They're just going to be called that PlayStation 5 and Xbox Scarlet. That's it.
Yeah, because you got the new ones. The new Xbox is supposed to be backwards compatible all the way up until the original Xbox, and you can use Xbox One accessories. That includes the Kinect and controllers and all that crap. So it's looking like this is just gonna be
who wants to use it Kinect?
The Kinect is trash, but I'm just saying it's a part of it.
Yeah.
But like,
Okay.
yeah, that shit is a godsend for mocap.
Child.
But the fact that you can use all your accessories and just go back and play, it's pretty much going to be just a beefier. I think a beefier Xbox One, just like with more improved architecture. That's it, to be honest.
Yeah, because it's like I said, why would you keep refreshing it? We could just say, oh, to be honest, they could have took the Xbox One X. They're like, oh, this is the Xbox Scarlet right here, without calling it the One X. Like never calling it the One X, and people would have believed that. It's more powerful, so it's just like
I think what
you can do whatever you want. Really,
matters
no one knows
is
behind the grain.
what game's gonna be for the game.
We don't know. I mean, right now the only game I know is going to be a
It's
launch
Halo,
title
right?
is are you talking about Xbox?
Yeah.
Halo Infinite, and then on PlayStation it's gonna be Horizon 2. Ready?
Yes.
And
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
But at
matter.
the end of the day,
it does matter.
some
about the
developers are
hype.
saying, that these consoles just it's gonna be one and the same. Like it's not gonna be crazy amount of change.
The
It's
CEO
gonna
of
be
Platinum
all
said, right?
8K,
Yeah,
right?
like the CEO of
8K
Platinum, he's
resolution.
like, oh, these consoles just one and the same. They're not. I mean, I'm not expecting such a huge leap, to be honest.
Yeah, they can't leave like that anymore.
Yeah, because I think what's next generation is gonna be more focused on is just like faster load speed,
Maybe higher frame rates.
Better
speeds and whatnot.
graphics,
No, it can't be better graphics.
higher
and
solution,
stuff like that.
basically.
We're not gonna go higher. I hope we don't do like 8K. Like, nah, we just
That's a
It
gimmick.
says
That's a
that you
gimmick.
can
they can do
support
4K
8K
60.
resolution.
I'm good with that. They said 120 frames, but I think that's just gonna be 1080p. We talked about this before. It's the
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
old crap.
That's the only thing they can really do is like 4K or 8K ray tracing. That's
Yeah,
as good
but
as it's gonna get.
these rumors are gonna be rumors at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Whether which one is more powerful does not matter because the Xbox One X is the strongest console out, and it's getting an ass whooped by the PS4. So it
It was
doesn't
just too
matter.
late.
And look
That's
at
why it
the
was just too
Switch, yo. The
late.
Switch even passed the strongest console in the market too. So, and that's the weakest link. That's worse than that.
Yeah, I think it's like what Ruben said. It comes down to what games are coming out. Like
Yeah,
if you ain't got games, no one cares.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly what it is, yo.
Because
Like
because
like
it
the
is
Wii
true too.
U.
Because yeah, the Wii had mad games, sold like crazy. Wii U had no games, didn't sell. Which has mad games, sold like crazy.
There you go.
Yeah, the Switch got mad games. Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody hated it, but it's doing its thing. I think it's already at 4 mil, right?
but
40 mil.
yeah, it's fast enough. It's
Yeah,
catching up to the
40 is up to 40 mil almost. In
What do
the
you mean
yeah,
for
it
what?
passed the
The
PlayStation
Switch?
4 in
yeah, and the
demand.
one barely is touching 40 mil. So
Yeah,
what I mean,
it's actually outpacing the Wii.
Really?
wait,
Yeah, it's
the Switch?
outpacing the Wii. Yeah.
You think it's gonna actually do Wii numbers?
Well, so
It's
far,
gonna
and I think
sound.
I think the
Yeah,
Wii
I
sold
mean,
less than this as
I'm gonna
reported
tell you
started
right now.
off.
You know what's gonna slow down that train when the next generation consoles come out? That's just gonna start dropping.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I
For
think what's
Nintendo?
gonna happen is assuming Breath of the Wild isn't a transition game. Like this whole like assuming it's like Skyward Sword, right? The Breath of the Wild 2,
Mm-hmm.
where it's just another game. They might be planning to release that on top of those consoles to kind of be like, oh shit, it's another Zelda game. Because
Yeah,
Nintendo games are always gonna steal the spotlight. I don't know
yeah,
why.
they are, but I don't expect when these new consoles come out. I mean, unless those games they have flopping games, but if they have heavy hitters coming out, you're gonna see a decline in Switch sales because everybody's out to going to get these machines. It's the same example if like the Switch came out with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, it would still be selling, but it's not gonna be like outselling them like I was doing it now. That's
I
because
think it would
everybody
have.
got these machines already.
I think it would have.
I
I
don't
think it
think
would have because if you look at the Wii, it released with the Xbox and the PlayStation. It did dominate both of them. I think I think
no,
the strength
the
of
Wii
that
had a
Wii.
niche. It had a gimmick. That's why.
Nah, I think it's not fair to call it
That's
a.
why. Like
I think
it
say
had its
that.
own gimmick. But thing is, it had its own gimmick, and it had mostly casuals buying it, and people were buying it double because you had gyms buying that shit because they were putting it in the fitting rooms in for Wii Fit and stuff like that. So they were
Uh-huh.
buying multiple ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Switch, you're not gonna have a gym out here buying 10 switches. And there's no need for that. They're not gonna do that. Like
Nah,
a lot of the sales came from workout areas too. So the Switch, I don't think it would have sold that much, and I think it's gonna decline once the next generation machines come out. Because and also on top of
I don't
that,
think so.
they're not gonna get the same games those machines are getting either.
I mean,
So
but that's the thing because in the first beginning of this console cycle, with the exception of Nintendo, Microsoft and Sony are usually weak. They usually have no real games in the first day.
yeah,
We say Horizon can be a launch title, but a launch window can be anything from 6 months to a year.
no,
The
they
second
ain't say
thing,
well, I don't know about Sony, but Halo Infinite is not launch window; it's a launch title.
well, we don't know that for
No,
sure.
he legit said that, so I'm going for what he said. He said Halo Infinite is gonna launch with the Scarlet. That's what he said. I'm going with his words. So that's
Okay, fair enough, but it never sells any. It never outsells most Nintendo titles anyway.
no,
So,
I know that for sure. But like,
but that's my point. It's like
I mean, in the long
I think what's
run,
happening is
right?
that people are underestimating just how strong Nintendo's IPs are, like to push their consoles.
hey, it wasn't that strong when the Wii U was out.
I mean, but that's just what one out of what 7, 8 consoles.
GameCube too.
I mean,
Nah,
but the
GameCube was
Wii,
strong.
the
No, I know.
3DS, the
Yeah, the Wii,
DS,
yeah, the
like
handhelds for sure. But like, this is
the
gonna be the third.
64,
This is gonna be the
the
third.
NES.
No,
Okay,
the
calm
64
down.
did not outsell the PlayStation One.
It did outsell it, but it still sold like gangbusters.
It's so, but I'm talking about like outselling these machines. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, like like in December or whatever the holiday season comes out. The Switch is not. I don't think the Switch is gonna outsell them in that around that period. Not at all.
In the first year, I think it's going to continue to outsell them. After that, it's up in the
This
air.
is this Switch is gonna be 3 years in its life cycle, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but then also we go by that logic, right? The PlayStation 4 did almost what? How many? I think what in 4 months it did like 10, I think 15 in the first few months or something like that. It
For
did a
me,
lot.
I
I
can
don't
say
remember exactly.
nothing
I
about
could look
it.
the number up and see.
Well, I can say
I don't
nothing
think it
about
is.
them buying it until I see other games
And
continue for PS5.
right
Like,
now,
or
Sony is like, if they continue this momentum to the PS5, no way the Switch is gonna stay on to
Nah,
on
see,
par
in the
with
first 4 months, it only sold 5 million units.
the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, it's like I said, they're always slow in the beginning, always. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, their console is still $400 or $500. That's a lot of money for some people. Nintendo, like I said, in the beginning, when the first games come out, it's gonna be Nintendo's gonna start winning at first. They're gonna keep their lead. They're gonna probably still beat them, and then as soon as the games start dropping, that's when people get the PlayStation and the Xbox and all stuff like that. It's always happened that way.
I mean, it all depends on that launch those launch games too. If those
Yeah.
launch games come out with some like hitters, like be best believe that those consoles gonna sell like quick like that. And
But that's what I
especially if
say.
Sony goes off the momentum.
But that's what I
Continues.
say. They're gonna
They
release
don't
Breath
if
of
they
the
don't
Wild
get if they
too.
don't get fucked if they don't get cocky and fuck things up again, maybe we might they can see that momentum, they'll be fine, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like if Nintendo releases Breath of the Wild too,
they're not
that's
releasing
that's
Breath of the Wild 2
gonna
this year.
they're gonna steal it always. They always gonna steal it. That's
Breath of
what
the Wild
that's what
2 is a
Jeremy do.
2021 release title.
But we don't know, man.
That's not a 20. If it's 2020, that shit, I better look good.
No, I mean it's gonna look like Breath of the Wild was. Of course,
Yeah,
we gonna do
but
that.
I guess. I
Because
guess.
now it's just because the
No,
first Breath of the Wild they have to
it
make the
better not look
engine.
like Breath of the Wild 1. Because
Oh,
Breath of
it's
the Wild
definitely gonna
1
look
was
like
a
Breath of the
Wii
Wild.
U game.
No,
So
that's
I
Breath of the
better
Wild.
see some Switch enhancements on this bitch.
What I'm saying is that Breath of the Wild 2 is just gonna be Breath of the Wild 1-2. Like that's what it'll be. It's probably gonna be like a continuous story, same assets, maybe some new ones. So I don't think it's gonna have like a long 4 or 5 year
This is gonna
development
be Breath of
cycle.
the
It'll
Wild
probably be like
2.1.
2-3 years max.
It's gonna be Breath of the Wild 1.5.
We're talking about Nintendo. They don't care.
Essentially, yeah.
This is gonna be Breath of the Wild 1.5. I mean, yo, see, look, I will agree with you if they decide, okay, around this time we're gonna release Breath of the Wild 2, Bayonetta, Prime 4,
No,
Pikmin
see, but
4.
they don't have to. See, that's the thing. Like they don't have
Like,
to.
you know what I'm saying?
Like Breath of the Wild will outsell any game that Sony and Microsoft put out. That's a fact.
Yeah,
Like
I
it
know
just
that for
will.
sure.
And
Yeah.
so it's like that's strong enough to push the console. I mean, it happened with the Wii. It happened with the Switch. Like they released one game, and everyone's like, "Yo, this is the fucking
Well, yeah,
game of the year." Like
it was a launch title for that, but like,
it's just what it is. It's how it is. How it is. Like the
wait, so
console
how many
actually so
units do
strong.
you think the Switch is gonna sell when these machines come out?
You mean per month or that whole year?
No, that quarter.
That quarter?
When the PlayStation 4 or 5, when the PlayStation 5 and the Scarlet come out, how
None.
many Switch units do you think are gonna sell?
None.
So I'm gonna have to
That
give you two
holiday
different.
season.
I'm gonna have to give you two different numbers. So assuming the PlayStation and the Xbox come out at the same time, that quarter they might end up selling. It's just gonna be holiday season, so I'm gonna put it around maybe 1 to 2 million.
1 or 2 mil. Okay,
Yeah, 1 to 2 million.
that's what I expected. Yeah,
Yeah, and that's assuming both of them come out at the same time.
yeah.
If it comes out, uh, the PlayStation comes out later than the Xbox, or vice versa, then I think the Switch is gonna go up a little bit more, maybe close to 3 million, but I don't think it's gonna sell 3 million. Maybe
I
like
think
3.8, and then the Xbox is probably gonna sell in that first quarter maybe like 1.5 2 million. The reason why I say, and then the PlayStation will probably be the same. The reason why I say it's gonna be low is because it was just like if you take any indication from what happened in 2013,
I'll
it's
see, but
so
no, that metric don't fucked up the Xbox One. So
no, I mean, PlayStation as well.
yeah, but
Like,
PlayStation had some shit games launched. That's the thing. It
right,
all
but
comes down to those
that's
games.
what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is that usually when it comes to like the more expensive consoles like that, people tend to wait for the games to come out just to make sure it's worth getting.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like if they come out the gate with like strong IPs, Like, because I don't think Horizon is gonna do it. Halo's gonna do it for Xbox, but Horizon for PlayStation, I don't think so. I think they can end up passing the Switch, but I still think because the price is so high, especially if it's $500 and not 400, I think for sure the Switch,
No,
the people are gonna hold off on it.
PS5, I think is gonna be $400.
I think both of them are gonna be $400.
Yeah, I
But
don't think they're gonna touch 500.
yeah, but in case they decide to get crazy with it, that it's
I
gonna
don't,
lower
it's
the
probably gonna be
price.
like this. Whoever says their price first, the competitor is gonna have it cheaper.
Yeah.
$50. If whoever says 500 first, their competitor is gonna be like 400.
Yeah, and that's the thing because I think coming this because 2013 2012 was like the worst console launch cycle
Oh,
in
hell
history.
yeah!
Yeah,
Yes, it
in
was.
history. Like there were no games for any console for like the first I think 6 months. For the Wii 2 years. And so it was like that it kind of showed me it was like if you don't come out with some clean games, it's not gonna work. Halo is gonna work for Microsoft because Halo is a huge Microsoft IP.
Yeah.
But Horizon for Sony, I don't think so as much because as much as everyone loves that game,
Son,
it's still
that
not a
game.
staple yet.
That game outsold what? How many? What many PlayStation games?
I think it sold so I think it was 5 million units somewhere
Yeah,
around there.
5 for a new IP. That's not
Oh, of course. No, but the thing is, it's a new IP. You get me?
It's
So
not
it's
new
just
anymore.
like
This is a sequel.
no. But what I'm saying is that at that point, it's not like a household name. It's not like you get like, oh, here's God of War, here's Final Fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Something that would like catch people's attention. If it was like, here's Horizon, it could be like, what are they talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Not to 5 mil.
I mean,
Five
I
million
think those
people will
5
say
mil.
otherwise, bro. If those
I mean,
5 mil are
it's
looking
don't
up
get me
for
wrong, it's 5 mil, but 5 mil doesn't mean it can push a console. That's what I'm saying. Because Splatoon sold almost 5 million too, and I don't think that could push a Switch.
the 5 mil, yeah. I mean, let's go right now. It sold 5 mil. That means you would have had to have 5 million units sold, right? That's 5 million Switches sold. You know what I'm saying?
Technically,
No, but like we're going by if each
if
5
it's
million.
1-to-1, yes.
Yeah, if it's 1-to-1, then Splatoon helped sell 5 million units. If it's 1-to-1,
yeah.
That's some good numbers for a game. You know what I'm saying?
It is, but the thing is, we have to take into account is that a lot of people could have played Horizon and bought it and just say I didn't really like it, and so those numbers could drop off and stuff like that. And so that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think Horizon has strong enough to push a console because like if you put out like God of War, the vast majority of people, even if they didn't like the last one, would be like, oh shit, but it's God of War though. Just like Halo, even if the last Halo fucking sucked, a lot of people be like, oh, but it's Halo though.
Yeah.
Or like so it's just like even Gears on PlayStation on Xbox would kind of push consoles too. And so it's just like
Gears ain't pushing no consoles.
You think so?
Yo, last Gear sold less than 1 million. That shit ain't pushing shit.
I mean, Xbox was trash this generation.
It sold less than 1 mil. Gears ain't pushing shit, yo. Even Halo 5 didn't sell as much as Halo 3.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. It's not looking great for Xbox, but PlayStation though, they continue that momentum, man. I see them doing big things.
Yeah, but I think for them they need a solid, well-known IP. I think that's what they need. If they come out with that, then they'll win.
Apparently, Phil Spencer said that he held big games in the pocket, and I want to see what these games are. They better not be some like single A games, indie third party single A games. If he held these back for a reason, I want to see why he held these motherfucking games back.
Hashtag it's big to me.
Yeah, right.
I said that. Next year is gonna be the year. This year, people expected this year to be like the best like time for gaming because new console machines. But Sony's gonna show their PlayStation 5 at the PlayStation Experience this year. That's what I predict, and I think that's gonna happen.
Think so?
I think so, but you might get derailed seeing how because they were expecting Microsoft to show off their console at E3. But Microsoft probably held back because like, Sony ain't showing it, we ain't showing it. So they're probably all playing, trying to play hot potato out here, see which one shoots first. I think Sony's gonna shoot first, and then it's gonna be Microsoft. Here what we got and stuff like that.
I hate when they do that, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, it's all about marketing skills, but come on,
yeah, it's business. It's
fuck
marketing.
promotion, bro.
I
Just
mean, if
throw it
anything,
out
it
there.
shows how much competition it is, right? Because that means like each one of them are afraid the yellow is going to have a better console, and that's good because that means they'll push innovation. Um,
That's fragile.
Yeah, then I feel like the whoever shows it off first and does a good showing is gonna have the most talk. Um, but if the whoever shows it second ends up doing a better job, then it's just gonna completely derail the whoever showed first. So like they're just trying to like see who's gonna shoot first and whatnot.
that you can take advantage of the media cycle, right? Because if you're talking, whoever puts their console last is what people are going to be talking to closest to release.
That too, so it's more
Right?
hype.
Yeah, so
So
people are going to be thinking that fresh in their mind. Because I know Nvidia loves to do that shit with their graphics card. As soon as AMD was like, "Yo, we have a graphics card that could beat the 2000 series," they're like, "Oh, 2000 Super, guys," and we're like, "What the fuck is that?" You'll see later.
Oh
Like,
my
it's just
god.
like, okay. I was
and
just like,
I
okay,
honestly think you might see one of these consoles be released in the spring. They might do what Nintendo did.
think so.
Because when the Switch released in the spring, like was it March? No one saw that coming, and no one saw it be that successful. It makes sense, yo, taxi.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's a lot of the things though. Like
Mm.
Nintendo, these companies just give Nintendo some competition out here. Like Nintendo kind of just dominates from like the end of spring through the summer. Like they're the only ones really
Yeah,
doing
because they
anything.
only release their shit in the fall and the spring, and then it gives Nintendo a
Yeah,
whole window to just release their game.
yeah. Their games go here sell millions of units. Like Splatoon was ridiculous. Sold what 5, 6 million
It
units?
was it was 4 or 5 mil.
Yeah, on the Wii U, on the
That's
Yeah.
fucking
that's
Wii
like
I can still
U.
can't believe people buy these things, man.
Uh,
no,
GTA
I'm not gonna
collection.
lie. The game it may not be for you, it might not be for me, but when I played, it was fun. It's a
oh
fun
yeah,
game.
like even
I
my
haven't played it
classmates were
yet.
talking about it
Maybe
like it was great.
Like
Yeah.
it's a really fun game, and it gets addicting, but it's just not for me. That's it.
Yeah, and then on top of that, Mario Kart 8 sold 8 million units on this
Yeah,
Wii
that's
It's
like
U.
Mario
the
Kart
Like,
that's
though.
just
fan of the
stupid. That's
It's
nostalgia.
just
just
Mario
dumb.
Kart. It's
Now
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart is fresh. I don't know what
I
y'all
know.
talking
it is,
It's
it is.
just
But the
Mario
thing
Kart.
is, like it was the pretty much allowed to just Nintendo's pretty much allowed to just walk through the summer with whatever game they want,
about. Yeah,
and then it sells millions of units. I'm just like, bro, Hyrule Warriors. So what, like
fuck that
1.5
game.
million units
Fuck that game.
on the Wii U? Like,
Yo, I hate that fucking game. Yo.
yeah, I was just
So
like,
much.
yo,
I don't know how you like that game. That game is so goddamn boring.
I just
That
like
shit is
Dynasty Warriors.
repetitive as
Yeah,
fuck.
I
yeah, yeah,
like it.
yeah.
Even
I
though
like
the
some
new
Dynasty
version.
Warriors. That's what it is, man.
Man,
It
that
was so
shit is
boring
like
that Ruben
I
got rid
know,
of it in the
I
first
know.
day.
Yo, I know games
No.
are repetitive by
Just
nature,
let
but
borrow
that
to my
game
cousin.
was fucking
Still playing.
repetitive, bro. Like you, just, I
Yeah.
could not. I remember the first time I came over to play that game, I put that shit down in 10 minutes.
No, I mean not only that, but what also got me was how beautiful the characters were. Like that was like
Yeah,
the
I like the
first time
design.
seeing Zelda characters in
Who
three dimensions.
cares? Is the game
The
boring?
design is really dope. I liked it.
3 dimensions. I mean HD.
I like the designs. They were dope. But at the end of the day,
Yeah,
Dynasty Warriors, I can't fuck with it.
yeah. And then on top of that, like I got to see like Impa. You got to see a lot of like old characters. It was a
It
nostalgia
was
trip.
it was fan service. Clearly, it was
I
Yeah,
really
like
so, yeah, of course,
yeah.
of
But
course.
that's like playing Battlefront 2. Having great
Battlefront,
graphics,
Yeah,
being
yeah,
boring
yeah.
as fuck.
Star
nah,
Wars.
The Battlefront is not boring, bro. What you talking about?
Battlefront 2.
Star Wars? No,
No,
The Star Wars
Battlefront
Battlefront 2.
2. Um,
Because
they
people were
they are
like,
boring. They are boring. They're just
people were
incomplete.
so like with the fact that oh, it looks so great. The graphics are
like
so fucking amazing,
yeah, it
but
looked
the
great.
gameplay wasn't there.
Yes, it
I
was. Nah, I disagree. I think the
I
gameplay was
think
there.
the gameplay was there. I just think that they didn't have enough of it.
Exactly. Like I think it was just an incomplete game. And
Yeah,
how do you take out Star Walker Assault?
it
Star
was
Walker
incomplete
Assault?
as hell,
That
bro.
says Star Walker Assault.
Star Walker.
How you take out Walker? What is this?
Yeah, like the best game mode.
Yeah, that's the game mode that made it famous. It's ridiculous, but that game is fun. It's just not enough.
No, but the problem with Battlefront 2 is the loot box options. Loot box
Oh
options.
yeah, that's that. That's a whole different issue. We ain't even getting into it on this one.
We could jump into the topic right now,
No,
bro.
we ain't want to talk about no loot boxes.
No, I,
Why
We're
we
not?
just
already
talking about
talked
surprise
about
mechanics. We're not
we could
talking
Battlefield
go,
about
2.
yo,
surprise
we could
mechanics.
jump into that shit right now. It's
Why
perfect,
not? We're talking about it right now. So
perfect
Oh,
rollover, yo.
bro, we are not talking about surprise
Yo, we
mechanics.
gonna talk about how EA damage
Control
control.
loot boxes.
Yo, EA is the king of damage control, bro. That is fucking crazy, yo.
Uh-huh.
Like they, yo, you know how
why is
greedy
that?
a company gotta be to spin the word loot boxes and be like, no, it's not bad. It's not bad at
Right,
all.
surprise mechanics.
And they calling that bitch a surprise mechanic. Like, are you for real? It's the same bullshit. It's the same. But they legit sat there and they were like telling them, nah, it's fun. People find it fun. It's not loot boxes. It's surprise.
Well,
It's like buying chocolates and this little kitty, egg bull
the
crap.
Kinder eggs,
Yeah, the Kinder. They specifically said Kinder eggs. It's like there's still microtransaction. There's still loot boxes. Like, what are you trying to prove out here? And if in the UK, if they'd be like, okay, cool, it really isn't. If they do that, they need some people who know games to be in that committee to tell them what's up, cause that's
yeah,
bullshit.
yeah. Like it's funny too because I think the problem is like a lot of people go out. Even I kind of made this mistake once. Like people say it's like Kinder eggs or it's like trading card packs
Yeah.
or it's like other shit, but it's not. And the reason why it's not is because when you have loot boxes, right? There's two things that are different. One, it alters the gameplay, the basic mechanics of games sometimes.
If
Like
it's
it,
free to win, yes.
yes, there is a altering of the actual game. But most importantly, those loot boxes, because they keep getting updated, have infinite odds. Infinite odds. If I buy a pack of Pokemon cards in a certain set, I have the exact same odds through every set. Now, if they imagine,
The short print.
no. But if they short print, it's gonna be the exact
Yeah,
same
man, no,
odds
yeah,
through every
it is,
set.
it is, it is.
But imagine a trading card game where let's say with Pokemon I buy Team Up, and then the next what was the next one on Broken Bonds?
Yeah,
Imagine they just said, "Nah, this is just updated Team Up," and we just added the Broken Bonds card.
yeah. See,
That's an entirely different thing.
that be bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. It lowers the odds. Like, yo, a perfect example of this is Overwatch. They add so many legendary skins. People say, "Oh, that's great. The skins are." First of all the skins are not equal. Some of them are complete trash to even be legendary or even epic for that matter. That's one. But two, by adding so many legendary skins, they effectively lower the odds of you getting the exact skin you want. And so by lowering those odds, right, you have to buy more loot boxes to get. So let's say if
For
you know for all the
$4.99.
yeah, so let's say you have all the sickles out there, right? Let's top all the sickles, right? Let's say you want to see Widowmaker in her bikini, right? To get that skin, when it first came out, you had to go through what 3, 4 years? No, 2 years of loot boxes. Now this summer coming up, you have to go through 3 years of loot boxes. Like that's a whole nother year of loot boxes just to get that.
Hmm.
Like, like it's crazy. Like, it's the odds
And
are
it's
lowered every
actually
time.
been
But what it
proven.
say is pay to win, basically.
No,
No, it's not
that's
pay to
not
No,
win.
cosmetic.
but that's in
Battlefront 2 was
Battlefront
pay
2
to win.
too. Though
Yeah, Battlefront 2 was pay to win.
it's pay to
And
win.
it was,
Yeah.
and even in Call of Duty, the loot boxes are pay to win. Um,
Sure,
oh, and no, with Black Ops 3 and
sure.
I think Infinite Warfare. I'm
I don't
not
know
sure
about that
about
one.
Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4, I think, is just cosmetic, and they have a battle pass. I think so.
Yeah.
But it was also proven that Blizzard, even Activision did this too. If you just got the loot boxes, just by grinding for free,
Uh-huh.
you had less odds of getting good shit or getting a legendary. If you paid money, it increased your odds. So it's pretty much gambling.
Man, that's
Yeah,
BS.
Yeah.
but not only that, but simply by paying more, because you have more chances, it increases your odds to someone who did for free.
Yep. Uh-huh.
So that's on top of the pay the $60 entry fee to begin with, or 40 or now sometimes 20 that I see. But you have to pay to play the game in the first place, and then you have to increase your odds by buying loot boxes. And if people say, well, it's cosmetics, but it doesn't give you a right to abuse it. That's the difference. Like That's
Yeah,
fucked up.
like all the right now, like we gotta thank EA, for giving us all these booty boxes on Battlefront 2, because like that really, they were really trying to fuck us with that game. Like it was fucking
No,
crazy.
but it's
It's so
pretty
bad.
bad because on
Belgium made 'em.
Belgium they made loot boxes illegal.
So it's like I hope all this shit gets banned. Fuck that. I'm tired of loot
No,
boxes,
it's
bro.
bad. It's banned on Belgium. It's
I
banned.
don't really care. Honestly, if it's just cosmetics, I really don't give a damn. If you got pay to win shit, like FIFA is a prime example, yo.
Yeah. Oh, FIFA
Oh
Ultimate Team
my
is
god,
straight BS.
I heard Ultimate Team is so broken that like if you
Oh
don't
hell
win that,
yeah.
you can't even fucking win. Like it's
Yo,
crazy.
you had to get the perfect team. I heard you got to spend like thousands of dollars.
Nah,
More,
I'm fucking
more.
good.
It's crazy.
It's two
Yeah, people actually have
thousand
made
five
videos like
hundred dollars.
1 hour
Y'all
videos
got
just
y'all
fucking
like y'all
complaining
buying
about
y'all buying
FIFA
Ultimate shit?
and
Yeah.
Y'all into FIFA, yo? Y'all part of the
no,
problem?
well, but I never had experience like with the Ultimate Team because I knew from the beginning there was a whole BS. You get me? People were gonna kept buying this loot boxes on FIFA Ultimate Team, but not gonna get the players they wanted to. You get me? At all. It's
Yeah.
even if they were to buy a specific loot boxes that will bring the specific players they want, they wouldn't get them. They would just get the same freaking players they already had on
Yeah.
there.
That's bullshit. I mean, a
Yeah.
lot of these companies, not a lot, but some of these companies are starting like to see that loot boxes might get banned, so they started adding like battle passes and stuff.
Yeah. Did EA have the did it EA was the one that patented that thing that says, hey, it makes the game harder, so you're more likely to buy loot
Yeah,
boxes. Yeah.
it wasn't that the game was harder. They started a patent where like if let's say you had a gun you got from a loot box or something like that, right? And it was
Yeah.
amazing. Um,
Oh, it'll put you in a room with people with that
yeah,
guy.
put you in a room with people with that gun, so you'd be like, "Oh, this gun's great. Let me go spend
Yeah, go
money
buy it. Yeah.
and go buy it." Not guaranteed because it's odds. It's a loot box, so you're not guaranteed to get it. So you spend more and more money to try to get that gun that you were paired with. And then for the EA, they try to do something where if what was it? It makes the game harder
Yeah.
if you're not buying loot boxes or something like that.
Yeah. So if you don't buy loot boxes or you don't put microtransactions, they said it'll increase the difficulty of it, so you're more encouraged to buy it.
Oh, okay.
And so you'd be like, oh, so to make it easier. And I guess if you spend money in the game, it'll make it easier. So you feel like the money is making it easier. So you're more likely to spend money
So it
too.
feels like pay to win,
So
which essentially
essentially,
is pay to win. And technically, if you think about it,
yeah, not only that, so essentially what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you psychologically. Like they're trying to be out like, oh shit, if I spend money, I could have a decent game. But if I don't, oh well. Like that's bullshit.
imagine like they're pretty much doing this to kids too. So
Yeah.
imagine kids just like, oh, spend money, 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 money. I'm broken. No spend money. Oh, I'm sad now because I
It,
suck at this game.
you know what's funny when the CEO of EA came out and he was like, oh, he told this whole story about how he wanted a Kiss CD, but his parents thought that Kiss was like a devil rock band or Satan,
Yeah.
worship Satan. He came out and he was like, oh, but I went out and got the CD anyway. And then the next thing out of his mouth was, I don't think it was the next thing, but then he goes on to say that, oh, if you don't want kids to buy a loot box, you'd have a stronger oversight. It's like you just gave an example of how parents will always have oversight of their kids. So why the fuck do you think that's gonna happen with loot boxes? Like you're full of shit, dude.
Like, I mean, at the end of the day, he's right though. Parents are supposed to have they're supposed to oversee what their kids are doing, but you're not gonna always be next to your kid 24/7.
Not only that, but it's like because of convenience, right? Of today's society, it's like 2 clicks and you bought something with your credit card.
Yeah, they don't
Like,
even tell you anymore. Are you sure you want to buy this?
yeah,
They
so
just
it's like
right there.
exactly. So it's like, yo, you could turn away for 2 seconds, and they could just be like, "Do I just spent $10,000?" Like this, it could literally be that quick. It's crazy. Like it's no way you can have
No,
enough time
it's
to be on your
right.
kids like that.
I had a friend whose little brother actually ran his card, and he was playing. I forgot what mobile game he was playing. He was playing some mobile game, and he got access to his PayPal. All you need is email and password, and because I think he let him use it to buy like some gems or something like that. It was one of these games. It probably was Clash of Clans. Um, and then he just ran. He was like, "Yo, I swear to God, bro." He ran like at least $1,500 on him just buying shit. And because his brother is like what 9, 10 years old.
It's no better.
Yeah, he's like he's like, oh, whatever, my brother said I can do it. Boop, 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 boop. They
Yeah.
don't know the value of money.
I mean, even still, it's like imagine like you saw Google Pay. Look, they leave their credit card out. You gave them an iPad to chill. Take a picture, put it on the pay.
Yeah.
Right. Put in that code. 3 seconds. Buy it. Buy it. Buy it.
And a lot of times
We even know what happened.
parents let kids use their phone to play the games, so their information is already there. So they just buy shit right there because they don't know they're paying real money for it. They just think it's a part of the game and they're purchasing it right there. So like EA ain't slick because they know what the fuck they're doing.
This dude's full of shit.
Yo, I hope these booty boxes get banned, bro. I'm tired of shit.
Y'all gonna get banned.
Sure.
Yo, the thing is, booty boxes were fine until EA came out here with Battlefront 2 try to fuck us in the ass.
You wanna win? Pay for it. Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, like it's a wrap. Yo. Well, fuck EA. I hope they die. They're not going to, but it's a wrap though.
I think big publishers' day is a number. For sure.
Nah,
because it's like it's no way you could keep making these games supporting those kind of salaries. Yo, this dude has a salary of like $30 million.
No.
The head of EA, the head of Apple, which this year became $1 trillion company, way bigger than EA will ever be. Dude only gets paid $10 million.
Mm-hmm.
Like, explain to me how a company like 1/10 the size could get paid 3 times as much. Nah, that games can support that kind of salary, and that's just one dude. That's just one dude.
Fucking a lot of the budget goes to these executives, which is freaking crazy. That's why you see this executive getting like $20 million.
But isn't that like most corporations in general?
Yeah, a lot of the corporations are like that. That's how that happened with Toys R Us. That's why it went bankrupt and whatnot. It happens a lot. Like the executives, they give each other bonuses while the people that are actually making the company run, like the employees, and the store managers, all those people, they don't get that much, and they're the ones who are running the company.
Yeah,
direct.
That's basically. So, do you guys think the industry is like that most of the time when it comes to the gaming industry?
Yeah, bro, hell yeah, yo, Activision, bro, they're number one.
Wow.
Number one, yo, bro, the Activision, last year, I think we spoke about this. I think it was last week, but Activision, they made what did they break records for? What was it exactly?
Oh, they made record profits.
Yeah, they made record profits last year, right? And once they announced that shit, they laid off 1,000 employees. Why?
And I think they laid off like 800 more then after that.
They laid off 800 more, but I think that was from Blizzard.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, they laid off 1,000 people, and then he got a bonus.
Yes, he got a bonus.
Hello?
But
you just said you have record-breaking earnings.
Yeah.
And you're gonna lay off 1,000 people, but then give yourself a bonus. That's all. It's all.
I think this is why a lot of people in the gaming industry are unionizing, right?
Yeah.
And this is where the
you need to do. You need to.
And this is where the article of Bernie Sanders applause.
They don't play games like that. They don't play video games. Some of these people don't even know how video games work. Or they're just there for the business and the money, and that's it. And they move on.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it shows you, man. Like, if you're in indie industry, like any industry out there, you need a union because as soon as unions started to go away, these companies just started taking mad advantage of these people. Pay dropped, they stagnant. They tell people to work for bonuses and shit. Like, it's like, and these guys are getting like their pay just skyrocketed. Like, they just like, oh, yo, all the stuff that you made, all the money you made, fuck you. Not giving them royalties, don't want to barely give them vacation time. It's like they're just laying off people left and right. It's just like, yo, like they are taking mad advantage of the fact there's no see. It's crazy too because a lot of these companies these days are getting run into the ground by these greedy ass CEOs, just making their own money and then destroying the company in the process. And then because people are like, yo, I don't want to pay $100 in union dues. I'm like, yo, that $100 in union dues will get you like $3,000 in a paycheck, not instead of losing money. So I just paid $100 and get over it. Like these times you need to like think about the long term, not what you're gonna get in the short term paycheck. That shit's
Yeah.
crazy.
I
Yeah,
think
because even go ahead, go ahead.
I think there's a lot of similarities when it comes to the filming industry. Like a lot of people that do these artwork and also this CGI work. They work long hours in the computer, just sitting down, and sometimes they don't even sleep. And some they have to sleep at work and continue,
Yeah,
just wake up and continue to work for a small period of time, and they don't get paid a lot. You know what I mean? But as a concurrent problem in most of the, when it comes to not just the gaming industry, but just in arts and performance. Yeah, I mean, all these people like to consider themselves independent workers, and they
yeah,
be treated as such, just like most people who would do Uber and Lyft, and that's
yeah.
why they are also getting
Oh yeah,
fucked.
independent contractors. Yeah,
Yeah,
like independent contractors. People, it's funny. Like I said, the companies want you to be loyal to them, but they don't want you to be loyal to you.
Hmm.
That's what it is. Like, and it's crazy because it's because you see what's happening now. Like, they say it's labor shortage, but I disagree. I think it's
Yeah,
probably bullshit.
never a labor shortage, bro.
Yeah, but I think what's happening is that a lot of people,
There may be some labor shortages because some
yeah,
people
for
do
for
have.
people who know what they're doing, yeah, yeah. But I think what's happening is that a lot of people are just choosing to just not work because they're just like, nah, bro, this is full of shit. This whole thing is full of shit. Like we know you're full of shit, and so it's like they have to kind of like entice people. Like I don't know if you heard, but like Target just implemented a parental leave policy for workers. They're just like, yo, you need some employees, but no one wants to work retail because guess what? It's like shit,
Yeah,
and it's
because
because
It
these
is
they
shit.
fucked you over.
What do you
yeah,
mean?
and it's because these companies came out and said, no, it's not supposed to be a permanent job. You're supposed to have a temporary job.
Hmm.
People treat it like a temporary job. Oh no, you need to come work for us. We need
Yeah,
workers.
it's always been one way or another. If it ain't one
Yeah,
way, it's the other way. They can never have it you can never have
yeah,
it your way because it's
yeah,
all up to what they want.
yeah. Or even go further. It's like how many times have you see like all these cup CEOs come out and say, "Oh, the reason Americans don't have money is because they don't save and they don't spend it properly. They go out
uh,
and waste it on shit." Right? You hear it all the
Yeah,
time.
that's always a fucking excuse. Yeah, it's always
Yeah, and then as soon as millennials, right, started like saying, "Nah, I need to save money. I'm not gonna do that." What happened? Oh, look, millennials are ruining this. They're ruining that.
yeah.
Why are they spending
I
this? It's like,
remember,
well, you
bro.
told us not to.
Yo,
Remember?
there was this one article that this dude was spilling. It was like millennials don't do they're not spending money. They don't like spending money, or
Oh,
they're ruining
yeah,
the economy. And
yeah. It's fucking stupid, right? They don't
I'm
like.
yeah,
just like, do you hear yourself? You sound like a fucking moron. Like,
it's because they want you to save money so they don't have to pay you a lot. But then as soon as they want to get paid a lot, you need to spend more. It's like get the fuck
yeah,
out of
'cause,
here.
like it doesn't work that way. If
Yeah,
I save
exactly.
money, you don't get paid because I'm not paying. I'm not buying your shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Not
but they
buying.
want me to buy their shit, but then they bitch about it. They're always gonna complain about something.
Yeah,
It's always
Yeah,
that way.
they need to
because
pay
If
out
you,
because
more.
companies are full of
oh,
shit.
It's always about them at the end of the day. I mean,
Of course, of course.
and there's a concurrent problem in all society, at least in no, I think everywhere around the world, right? But it's a concurrent topic that a lot of people are having right now in the United States, right? The fact that all these greedy CEOs are doing whatever it takes to keep getting themselves richer and not
yeah,
paying down,
that's essentially what it is. Like, yo, corruption in this country is so crazy. Even in the entertainment industry, and gaming
Uh,
industry, it's
Yeah,
all about how much I can advance my pay. Um, and if I have to lay people off to do so, they'll do it. They don't give a
yeah,
flying fuck.
yeah. If even if they make the company go under, as long as they get paid their bonus of like 100, $200 million, they don't give a shit.
You know, these are
So
some
basically,
leadership.
at the end,
Huh?
it's all about
We,
you,
of course,
basically.
you saw what happened to Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Like they were like, "Yo, we can't afford severance." Oh, $20
Yeah,
million bonus to everybody. Let's go. See you.
that shit. That pissed people. So people made people off. Yo, they're like, no severance. Yo, but let me give you a $20 million bonus. Here's a $10 million bonus. You want a $5 million bonus? Just giving out bonuses, but where's our severance from? So I mean, yeah. So I'm hoping that the gaming industry gets unionized because this is getting ridiculous, yo.
Everywhere should be unionized.
yeah, yeah.
Everywhere.
But then there's also other problems that comes with unionization in general. But that could be another topic for another day. All right.
Talk about it
Because
right now.
most of these unions are represented by bigger unions, and then it creates an scale problem, right, in the upper level. because all the people are getting checks for no reason. All right,
Yeah, there's
and they're
always gonna
making the big decisions.
no matter where you go, no matter what organization is running something, there's always gonna be problems. There's always gonna
Yeah,
be.
yo, I'm gonna say the biggest fraud in the world is administrative costs. Always, always. For every one person you have actually doing a job, you have like 15 people who have to oversee that one guy.
Oh yeah, but
Like always. Like you take a look at healthcare, right? Like what is it? People like, oh, here's my healthcare insurance. So instead of just paying the doctor, you gotta pay the doctor, you gotta pay the CEO of the insurance company, you gotta pay the CFO of the insurance company, the secretary. So you have all these administrative costs. It's just to go see your doctor once. Like you know what I'm saying? Like even with school, like most of the cost increase of school of like college came from an increase. I think even K through 12 comes from more secretaries, more principals, more like over administrative costs. It's the biggest bullshit. Even you look at the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, millions upon millions of dollars spent on consultants. It's complete bullshit. It's a complete scam. It's a
yeah,
way to get your friend into the door and be like, nah, he's doing something important. And in reality, you're just hooking him up.
Oh hell yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yup.
Just that's why you
Yo,
have,
that's
I
how you get
guess.
jobs, guys. Just ask
Yup.
your friends, and you become a millionaire too.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's
Hopefully,
why you have
I
a
mean,
U.S. representative. Well, not a U.S. representative, but like people who want to become presidents right now during election, trying to run on the fact that more work environments should be unionized. And like it's right now in the article that I guess we're supposed to read, like Bernie Sanders was applauding the gaming industry for doing such thing, right?
Yeah.
And also the fact that do you had any experiences like that, Kenneth,
Uh,
while working on the gaming industry for a while? Because you did, right?
what do you mean by what problems?
Like problems that working long hours for very
I
uh
mean,
low
That's
wages and whatnot.
that's the thing though. Like when it comes to video games industry, especially professional level, a lot of what happens is they take advantage of the passion of the workers, right? So it's like if you like I mean, like if you're one of those people who want to go work for like an Activision or whatever, you're gonna be like, yo, I love making video games, but that's what they're counting on. Like I remember there was a
Yeah,
story recently about who made Mortal Kombat 11.
Um, Netherlands, Warner Bros.
Yeah, yeah, Netherlands.
I
They
mean, another round. My
oh
bad.
another round. Okay, so
Yeah.
another round. They hired all of these like these really young, fresh developers, and they kind of dangled a carrot in front of their face, like, "Yo, you want a full time job? Help us make this, help us make that," so they could like finish the game off.
Yeah, they
And they
pretty much lied, yo.
yeah, and they treated them like shit. Like they completely treated like shit. They blamed them for everything. It was a nightmare according to these people. And then after all the game development was over and the game released, all of them got laid off. And so
really,
it's like, yeah, all of them got laid off.
wow.
And so that's what they do. They take advantage of the fact that there are developers, there are game developers. And it's only getting worse because it's easy. It started to become easier to develop a game. Like back in the day, like a lot of these companies had to be competitive because you had to hire a programmer, you had to do this and that. But because you have things like Unreal Engine, CryEngine, stuff like that, where it's like pre-made for you, you kind of really need people to make assets and stuff. And because there's so many more of those people, that you can just kind of like, oh, okay, that's nice. You get 25,000 a year, maybe
Wow.
30,000 a year, perhaps. And that's how they treat it. And so with that comes like the expectation that you're gonna be working around the clock because if you don't, they could lay you off, and then guess what? They have like 15 more people ready to take your space. I think like at Activision, they get like 3,000 applications, like I think like every month. So it's
Yeah,
like, so if you fuck up, like they'd be like, cool, get the fuck out next. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's just how how it
there's
is. Like
always a lot of pressure to perform and a high
yeah. There's a
quality
lot
for.
of pressure. Especially that happened with Epic Games too, where
yeah,
like it was funny because I never like thought about how these guys are ditching out all this content. 'Cause they will release what 2 updates a week, give us new
yeah,
skins and shit, all these events. I never questioned how they're doing it. I'm like, but they're doing it, they're making it work. But apparently that they're making these employees work like 60 to 80 hours a week and forcing them to do it too. And if they complained about it, they would just get fired on the spot.
exactly.
And I think it
retire,
was,
and then just go
yeah,
to
and
the
I
next
think it was
one.
part of their contract that they couldn't even sue them for it either. I was like,
Yeah, it was a non-disclosure agreement.
yeah, I was like, no, that's
Mhm.
fucked up, and that
Yeah,
shouldn't you shouldn't be able to be able
I
to.
mean non-disclosure agreement. I mean forced arbitration.
Yeah, and like that's fucked up. Like you shouldn't be able to do that. First of all, it's illegal. So and I think are they getting sued for that? Oh no, they
They're
can't.
trying they're trying to sue them to get out of it because
Yeah, it's
I think what
bullshit.
I think what they're arguing is that like you kind of don't have a choice but to sign it or you don't get the job. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah,
you kind of put them in a lose lose
that's straight up
situation.
illegal. Like you can't be doing.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, yo, we're gonna put you in these harsh and we're gonna make you go through this harsh environment, but you gotta accept that. You can't accept that. Fuck it, you don't get a job. Go find somewhere else.
yeah. Like I remember Rockstar a couple months ago too. They were just like, oh. Our workers are never overworked. You like we could tell them guys, and then all the employees come out and say, yeah, they treat us really well. They give us all this. But as soon as everyone went anonymous, they're like, nah, yo, we get overworked like there's no tomorrow. It's complete bullshit. I was like, of course they go say it with their full names and you get fired or retaliated against. It's like it's crazy. It's hilarious,
Yep. But
but
hey,
that's what they
man,
do.
it's
But
funny.
that
Go ahead. Go ahead.
that's why I think big publisher days are over because like the only reason that these guys are getting work so hard is because they have to make more money to support these big ass executive salaries. Like I said, like sometimes it costs less to make a game than to pay all the executives in the same amount of time. Like say if it takes like $100 million to make a game over like 3 or 4 years, think about it. The dude at EA is getting 35 million a year. And so he's getting in 4 years, which how much he's getting? Like 120 million. That's more than the game. And that's just that one guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just that one dude. So
Hey,
imagine the CFO getting like a $5-10 million salary. You got other executives getting like a million, two
hey, man,
million.
we'll
It's
see
like it's crazy.
if EA, Activision, Ubisoft, Bethesda, now even Epic because they're publishing games now. If these studios start going off the rails and start losing money, losing revenue, and all that stuff, then that's what we officially know that big publishers that gets officially over. It's about the indies and the small publishers.
Yeah, because it's like I think that's why a lot of
I
these
mean,
companies
indies
are
are
making their own
pushing
services.
the indies are pushing the game industry.
I mean, it's already
Yeah.
happening in the film industry, right? Now, a lot of independent publishers are coming out of the woods and doing their own thing,
You look at
Yeah,
especially
John
look,
for
Wick.
Netflix.
John Wick
yeah.
was an independent
At,
film.
at first, yeah, at first, yeah.
I think was the first two, or was it just the first one? And
The first one, and then once people saw it was big, yeah,
yeah,
that's when it started going mainstream.
the first one was indie. That movie was great.
Yeah,
It got picked up.
yeah, and it's crazy because that's why all these stores are making their own like all these companies are making their own storefronts and distribution platforms because it's just like if they can do it without going through like a GameStop or a Microsoft, which is the ultimate goal, they don't want to do publishing fees with Microsoft. Then that's more money for the executives. That's why they're taking these pushes so hard. I'm just like, what's the point of all this stuff? It makes no sense. Your library is not great enough. Like Ubisoft library is not great enough to be $15 a year. Like EA's library ain't great enough to be $15 a month. Like a lot of these
EA,
games,
okay, I will have to disagree with that.
be so.
EA, despite EA being the company that it is, EA has some good games under their
I mean,
library.
but like, is it worth like? Do they release enough games in a year to support? What, $170 a year? I think.
They don't. Let me see what games they released. They got Madden, which ends up still selling. They got
Yeah, of
Madden.
course.
They got FIFA.
Right.
I guess now Apex. They got Battlefield.
Apex is
Uh,
free.
Yeah.
yeah, but it still brings in revenue though. The thing is
Yeah.
like
No, I mean like specifically for the $15 service.
for $15 service,
Yeah,
I could open up Origins right now and tell you what games they got there.
go for it.
But but the thing is Origins, they have like their whole like huge library like
Right,
past
they have it over the
yeah,
years. Yeah,
over the
yeah,
years. Like that's
yeah.
worth it over the years, but like
But that's what I'm saying. Like if you, because
1 year or so, I don't know about that.
yeah, because that's what I'm saying. It's like if you came in and you played those games from you, like if you came in and you played those games from the beginning, that $15 are gonna get pretty stale, pretty quick. And same with Ubisoft, same with Bethesda, especially Bethesda.
Honestly, though, to be honest, $15 a year
A
is
month, a month.
Oh, I
I think
thought
so.
it was
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a month.
But okay, so let me see. How much is that a year?
He's like, what? Let's see. 15 times so $180 a year.
180.
Yes.
All right, that's 2.5 games right there, right?
No, that's about 3 games.
Okay, all right. So 3 games, right?
About 3 games.
If they only have one good game to play that year, you got fucked.
Yes.
But to me, I think it's only worth the service is only worth it if you see like a catalog of games that came out that year. Let's say 4 games came out for a year that you like. You pay
Yeah.
that 15 for the month. You play those games and you cancel the service. You just played 4 games for 15.
Right. Yeah. If you have a backlog, it's a fantastic service.
Yeah. Uh huh.
But like companies like Ubisoft and
Yeah.
especially
You
Bethesda,
like that.
nah. Yeah.
And most of the games all just rinse and repeat anyways.
Yeah. And so I'm just like, all these guys have all these services, but it's not for the games. It's not so it's easy to distribute. No, it's because they want
In that
more money to pay themselves.
because they saw, what Origin. He has been doing this with Origin for a while,
Yeah.
but Game Pass has been way more successful than Origin because they have a huge library of games that you can play, and it's not just Microsoft games; it's third-party games too, and they're making mad fat cash off of Game Pass, and all these companies want some of that dough too. They want it. You
But
know what I mean?
they ain't got the library though. That's the thing.
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
know who will kill with this kind of thing? Yo, PlayStation, Sony, and well, they got PlayStation now, but if they had PlayStation 4 games, yeah. But if it wasn't streaming, it'd be even better. If Sony and Nintendo got their shit together and they released like a service like this with all like their backlog of games, yo, it'd be fucking amazing.
Yeah, it would dominate. It
Yeah,
would
it
It'd
would,
be
dominate.
so
man.
freaking amazing, like it would, but they know, and Nintendo, they're not gonna just they want to resell you the same game over and over again.
Imagine it's like streaming service, $15 a month, NES and SNES.
And people do,
I wouldn't fucking doubt it, bro.
Oh,
and
Not
people will
doubt.
buy.
and not NES games like Metroid and shit. We're talking about like what? I don't even know what shit he has game.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
ET, ET.
ET.
it's bad because their stupid Nintendo online plan, right? They gave their for the games they gave you for free were fucking NES games.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I don't want that bullshit. So I wish they would do a service, but they're not going to because they know they can resell you the same game over and over again.
Oh,
Not me because I ain't stupid. So
yeah, I ain't mind that. Most people aren't even buy their online service because it's full of shit. So,
Yeah.
yeah, fucking that shit is straight dirt trash.
you know.
Ah man. All right.
The next topic.
Yeah,
We talk about this all
year. Yeah.
So, yeah, like,
So
yeah, I think what I think about Microsoft only releasing one console and not multiple.
thank God.
Great. Yeah, great.
Yeah, honestly, I thought if they were gonna release 2 Xbox, I thought that she would just straight up flop. Like,
Yeah,
I think someone had the voice of reason
it was
and
not
said,
gonna work.
"Look, people are already struggling with the Xbox One, the Xbox
uh-huh.
One S, the Xbox One X, and the Xbox discless. Let's
Yeah,
just not go through that again."
yeah, like this generation, Microsoft was kind of they became the Nintendo of naming their consoles the stupidest way ever.
No, they did that shit last year too. Like Xbox 360, Xbox 360 Elite, Xbox Arcade
No, but
version,
no,
Xbox 360 Slim.
Wait, what about the Kinect?
the naming in the 360 era weren't confusing though, because you know
Yeah,
what you were getting when you got those machines. You had
yeah.
the
Well,
regular
but at the
Xbox
same time,
Arcade.
they had different hard drive variants too.
Yeah, see, that's the dumb part.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, you
yeah.
got an Xbox Arcade, Xbox 360 Arcade. You knew what we were getting on.
Oh yeah, you're getting fucking scam.
Yeah,
It's
you
true.
guys probably got
I
scared. That's
remember
what we
I
always
was
did.
quite tempted to buy it because of the red ring, and then I saw the fucking hard drive. I was like, oh fuck no, just
But like
one
they
other
had,
way.
so they had the Xbox 360 Arcade Edition, which
Yeah.
was full
And the
dog shit.
and the worst thing of all, I will see those things just laying around everywhere.
Oh yeah, yo, you bought an Xbox to hold your to hold like your table,
Yeah,
to hold your
keep that
table.
door open.
You
You know?
you turn your Xbox into a piggy bank. Like you did all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I tried to track dust away from the TV.
Yeah, but going
What
back,
else?
so they had the regular Xbox 360. They had the arcade edition, which was an inferior version of it.
Yes.
And then a few months later, they had the Xbox Elite, which is supposed to be the the Elite, more storage.
I still had the red ring.
Still had the red ring of death, but it said it was supposed to stop there. And then they
Yeah.
had the Xbox 360 Slim, and that fixed everything. But it wasn't that confusing because they weren't like out here just putting a letter on it.
That's true. And they didn't use the same designs. The
Yeah,
Xbox One used the same designs. Yeah.
Yeah, like the Xbox 360, they had different designs, but you can tell it was a 360. Yeah, it still looked the same. The Xbox One doesn't look like the S or the X. And just putting a letter in front of a machine, in front of a name, does not work for you. Look what happened to the Wii U. They thought it was a fucking add-on. Like they thought it was an add-on to the Wii. So and remember when we worked at Toys R Us, everyone was like, "Yo, what's the X? What's the S?" It's fucking confusing as hell.
People didn't even believe me when I explained it to them.
Yeah, it's like, yo, the S is supposed to be a Slim. Just call it the fucking Xbox One Slim. Like, but why are you making it so hard for people to understand? And then the X. How is someone supposed to know that the Xbox One X is supposed to be your enhanced machine?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to know that? Just call it the Xbox One Pro or some shit like that, like fucking Sony did. All they did is call it PS4 Slim. PS4.
Yeah.
Did they even have a Slim?
Yes. Yes, they did.
Yeah, they called it the Slim.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you see Slim, you're like, okay, it's a slimmer version of the original one.
Yeah,
Right.
PS4 Pro, shit, it looks like it's a stronger version of another one. This one's meant for hardcore gamers. That's what you think when you see those names. Xbox didn't do that shit. All they did is X, S, 1. How the fuck am I supposed to know what machine this is? And then that's why they fucked up. Next generation, I swear to God, if they do the same thing, they're just gonna have a hard time.
The Xbox One F. The flop.
Yo, wait, hold on. What do you think they gonna call this machine though?
Next Xbox?
Yeah. The Xbox
X.
the Xbox One 2, the original Xbox One.
Oh, the Xbox Super.
The Xbox Home.
Just call it X.
Yeah, they're gonna call it the Xbox 720.
You might just call it the Xbox.
That 720 sounds good.
I swear to God, no, 720 was supposed to be this.
Yeah,
one.
that's what.
If they call it the Xbox, I'm gonna slap Phil. I'm gonna find this man.
The
Like,
Xbox.
what the fuck are you thinking, bro? Like the Xbox. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
not an Xbox, the Xbox.
No,
Like, this is the Xbox.
I think they're gonna call it the Xbox 2.
Nah.
It might. No, it
That's
might
lame.
call it the Xbox 2.
The
Just in
360 should have been Xbox 2 and then go on and forward. But see, Sony is smart. All they did is PS1, PS2,
PS2.
PS3, PS4. That way people know this is the next iteration, the success to the previous one. But Microsoft out here trying to be unique and fucking confusing that they ends up hurting themselves.
I mean, the PlayStation also had their slim versions, right?
Yeah, but they called it the Slim.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh.
PSP Slim.
They never called it S or some shit like
Nah,
that.
it's just a Slim.
Slim, yeah.
PSP
I think is Xbox tried so hard to be different.
Yeah, they try to be this generation. They legit try to be Nintendo.
Yeah.
They are
Like-
trying to be unique with their fucking names, trying to be unique with their
Now,
controllers.
like we're rebels
Wait,
too.
unique with the name. Did we just go over S, X?
No, I'm saying they tried.
Hey, not unique about that.
They tried to.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they are. They tried to be unique, and then also with the accessories, they're like, oh, we're trying to be unique. They try to be unique with the Kinect, or that the Xbox One controller gets updates and shit like that.
What is the Xbox what does the Xbox do?
What you mean?
What is the Xbox I guess Anaconda supposed to do? Like, how did he describe it?
Oh, it's So this is what this is what I'm assuming because this is what he said at A3. The Scarlet is supposed to be like they don't want to leave your previous machines behind. Scarlet is supposed to be the successor to the Xbox One, but also still feel like you still own an Xbox One. If that makes any fucking sense.
So I mean,
You can use,
Maybe I call it something like Xbox Core or something.
or maybe the Xbox Union or something.
Yeah.
Xbox Unite or the Xbox.
Yeah.
One.
Xbox.
Yo, the
Xbox.
Xbox Us.
Yeah, the Xbox Unity, so it can come out, bro.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a machine that is unifying all Xbox fans, like how the Xbox One tried to do. That's what.
Yeah, like I would expect it something like Xbox Core or something, because like remember the reason they gave it the Xbox One is because it was supposed to be like the hub
Yeah.
right? It's just like you need only one thing, and that's with Xbox. They call it
That's
Xbox
what they
what?
tried. They wanted to do one thing because they wanted to be to take over
You know
your
what? I thought they were gonna call it the Xbox loves King, the King,
what
the King,
What? Xbox King.
Yeah.
the fuck?
Just call it
Why the
Xbox
hell am I
Universal
that?
and like Xbox U.
It's gonna be like
Nah,
Xbox Core.
yo, do not. If you say Xbox U, yo, if they call this shit the Xbox U,
I'll be
someone
like,
may choke, bro.
if it flops, I'm like, it's destiny. It's history repeating itself, guy.
Yo, for real, bro. I don't know. Imagine the
So
Xbox.
whatever they decide to do, hopefully they do something smart. I guess.
They need to honestly, because yo, Dom Matrick fucked up the Xbox brand, bro. Like,
I mean, if
That's
it's gonna be the
toxic.
last thing they name,
yo,
Target.
so I think this time around, I don't know if Phil Spencer named these iterations, but if he did, he needs to stop. But I hope that
Xbox next generation.
the
At
Xbox
some point, the
yo,
Wii was gonna be called next generation, right?
that was gonna be called a Revolution,
Oh,
And
Revolution.
then,
There you go.
oh yeah.
the Nintendo Revolution. It wasn't revolutionary at all.
Okay.
I mean, it was
With the
It was
Wii.
at the time.
at the time,
Yeah,
yeah.
at the
The Wii, yeah.
But I remember even the water was like, yo, even the graphics are revolutionary. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I remember when I was playing Call of Duty,
it was
man.
revolutionary for Nintendo.
No. That was not even, that shit was some GameCube ass.
The GameCube, yeah. Call of Duty 3, yeah. I thought
No, but
to be
imagine
honest,
like
at the beginning I started playing, I thought, oh, this shit's cool. I don't give a fuck.
Nintendo saw the PlayStation 2, and they're like, "It's no way graphics could pass us.
I
It's
know,
no way
right?
graphics could get better. This is revolutionary graphics now." And then the 360 came out. They're like, "This is
Yo,
revolutionary
it was
graphics."
so bad. They didn't even go HD. Yo, it was fucking bad, yo.
It was,
There's like, we don't think HD is well enough now. Well, look what happened to you, son.
they succeeded.
They succeeded. Yeah, no, they
Absolutely.
succeeded. They succeeded, but they had a lot of shovelware, like a lot of
You know,
fucking
it's so crazy too. It's like Nintendo is never gonna go for graphics again because look what happened. The Wii U was more powerful than the Switch. It is more powerful than the GameCube, and it flopped.
No. Yes, but it flopped because of that stupid ass gamepad.
Yeah, and then the GameCube was more powerful than the PlayStation 2, right? Yeah,
See, but
Yeah.
the thing that
it
it was more
flopped
powerful, but nah, they shot Nintendo always shoot themselves in the foot
always.
because look what happened with the 64, right? The
Cartridges.
64 cartridges. People want to see these because it's easier to write, it is more space, better quality sound, and all that stuff, right? Visuals and everything. The GameCube more powerful, but they decided to go with fucking little mini games.
Yes,
Shot themselves in the foot. So developers needed to spend more money to pack their games because they wouldn't fit on those discs. Okay, good job, sir. On the Wii, it was just they finally moved on to CD, right, after like a decade, and
barely.
or DVD after a decade. But it ended up being the most powerful machine, but it didn't have a lot of games on it. All it really had was first party game. That's all you really got it for. The Wii U was great, but the fucking Game Pass fucked it up. They always
Yeah.
shoot themselves in the foot. The Switch is the first time in a long time
Oh,
where they
well.
actually are getting it right. It's not powerful enough to compete with the
Except with those cartridges.
except with those cartridges. Those cartridges are actually kind of hindering them a lot too.
They need to go get those UMD.
But yeah, fuck that shit, bro. Yo, UMDs was the worst mistake that Sony ever did.
Blu-rays are about to look like that too. That's crazy.
Oh, thank God.
Can you imagine PlayStation 3 with that?
Oh my God, that shit would have been so bad,
Can you
bro.
imagine how big those cases would have had to be?
Yo, no, it would have been a fucking rap,
Yeah,
bro.
you have to open a book
Yo,
every time
thank
you want
God.
to play.
PS3 was an amazing machine, but man.
Okay, but as you were saying,
But then they finally got it right with the Switch, even though it's not as powerful, but because of the gimmick they got, it's getting good support, and whatnot, and we'll see what happens next generation. But going back to Xbox, imagine they call it the Xbox Next.
the next
What's
box.
next to be about, nigga?
Oh, that's lit. The next box. That
The
I
next box?
the next
The
box.
next.
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 No, next. I know, no, next. Even next.
Next box. That shit
People are still gonna be waiting for what's next.
Yo, that's fine, but I don't know, bro. I don't know what they're going to name it.
Xbox.
They should just call it the Xbox Junior. I don't know. Fuck.
Imagine if they
Yeah,
said,
it's
imagine,
that core.
imagine if
Because-
they came out and say, okay, we're gonna call it X dash box.
Nah, shut up.
Xbox.
Oh shit, yo, that should be crazy.
I'm like, okay, good
Xbox
job.
4 actually sounds pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
I would say probably something along those lines. Xbox Core, Xbox,
Yeah,
something,
actually sounds really dope.
mainframe, whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is. All
But
right, so
that's enough Xbox talk.
all right,
right?
so now you was like, since we're still on the Xbox talk, but you guys want to talk about Project Scarlet has the new details that come out about Xbox. Project Scarlet has software
already know
something. I
what
don't know
it
what
is.
they're called.
Yeah, we already talked about
Oh, it is.
the
What
first one.
what is it?
No, we talked about it in between the rumors and shit.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
okay,
uh-huh.
okay. So let's just take that out. Okay.
Pay attention, my guy.
So
Don't
what
worry. I
about
thought
Metroid?
it was like, what the fuck?
So what about Metroid Prime?
Okay,
Alright.
so
Metroid Prime 4.
All right, so this is what I got to
Alright.
get off my chest.
so
yo.
Metro Prime.
All right, so first of all, Nintendo's dumb because they're out here advertising a game that hasn't even started development yet. Just showed us a goddamn.
I think it's time. Yo, put that turkey on the screen. Yo, it's time for a rope. I was kidding.
Yo, right? These creators need the fattest roast, bro. These must. Yo, oh my god. Yo, how do you announce? How the fuck do you announce a game that hasn't even started development yet? Explain that shit to me.
Yo, how do you hire people from Crystal Dynamics and Naughty Dog? Okay, and you looking for the art director?
Like, yo, these people hired like big art directors, big artists in the industry from these fucking studios. Naughty Dog, Crytek. There was another one I think from 343. They got them back from 343. And when they announced that, we was like, yo, they're about to release some hot shit. And you know what the fuck we got? We got Donkey Kong fucking Returns, bro. No, what's the return was a Tropical Freeze. We got Donkey Kong Tropical fucking Freeze, bro. I was like, yo, there's no way they hired these guys to make fucking Donkey Kong. And the Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze didn't even look no different than the first game.
Nope.
People and then people were hype like, look at those dynamic camera angles. Shut the fuck up. Like, come on, yo, like,
Yo,
and then,
this like Metroid Prime 4 is an end of the console release, guaranteed now.
oh yeah, this game. First of all, before we even go into that, first of all, they announced it as a JPEG, wasn't even in development.
Hello, right?
Then a year later, they came and announced and said, we're gonna restart the development because we just don't know what the fuck to do with this game. Motherfucker, you should have gave that shit to the studio who made the first three, and then and Prime Hunters and whoever made the Prime Hunter series, Retro Studios. That should have been the first the developers you should have gave it to. But they gave it to some, I don't know, was it a Japanese developer?
It was a Japanese developer, yeah.
Some different Japanese developer who didn't know what the fuck they were doing with the franchise. Spent a whole year researching developing the game, and had nothing to show for it.
They would have to reset.
You have to cancel it, reset, and give it to Retro Studios. And this, they announced this in January. So they probably had canceled the game. I mean, not canceled. Well, yeah, canceled the game and gave it to Retro Studios sometime last year. And then now, Retro Studios is looking for an art director for Metroid Prime 4. You know what that fucking means? You know what that means? You wanna like take a quick guess? Take a quick guess.
You don't give a fuck.
This is the end of our console release.
But like, yo, this means that they legit have nothing to show, and it's been 2 years since they announced this fucking game.
I guarantee you now, if this is not, even if it is released at the end of the cycle, if Nintendo, like I said, the Switch is gonna have either a 7-year cycle, 6 or 5. If this is the end of the console, if it's a 5-year cycle, this game is gonna be rushed, and you probably shouldn't buy it. If it's a 7-year cycle, then it's probably not gonna be rushed, but you're not gonna see it until it's almost time for next
game. Yo, the fact that they're looking for an art director, like art directors, though, for those that you don't know, they're the ones who foresee the art of how the game looks visually. Like without the art director, you pretty much have nothing. So I mean, they could have had been developing, like not assets, but like maybe
they could have got it from the Japanese studio.
Yeah, they could have had like they could have been developing like maybe the engine if they're using a new engine, which is most likely probably going to use the Unreal Engine.
Yeah,
Um,
Breath of the Wild.
yeah, the Breath of the Wild engine, which is in Unreal.
It's Unreal,
Um,
yeah.
and they will probably either maybe developing maybe game mechanics, programming some stuff beforehand. That's usually what you do. Maybe
Yeah.
some layout designs and so maybe some concepts. Maybe not concepts because you need an art director for that shit too. So this pretty much means that the game is nowhere near being finished, and it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
So like this game is not gonna come out until next generation. I'm sorry.
But I think they're
I don't think
saying
It needs to be in a
down to
cycle.
like 2020. What is it? 2019 right now? 2022. That game
Yeah.
is 2022.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This and even Breath of the Wild is are kind of sketchy. They might be next gen launch title. Because if
Yeah.
you notice, this is along the same lines that happened with Breath of the Wild. Like it was delayed and delayed and delayed, and then it was like, oh, it comes out. It's the launch title for Switch.
Yep.
And so just like I wouldn't be surprised if Metroid 4 to Prime 4 turns out to be the same thing.
Yeah, this is not gonna be a this generation title.
Yeah.
As hard as like that pains me because I've been waiting for another Metro game since other shit. I mean, we got the Return Samus in the 3DS, but that was a remake. It wasn't like, nah, we don't talk about that fucking game. we don't, other M and Federation shit are games we don't talk about. Those games do not exist. They do not.
From this point, we call them the ones.
The ones, yeah, the ones that happen to come out. That's it. So like, and then let's talk about Retro Studios too. Yo, this company hasn't released or talked about a game in the last 6 fucking years. Like, I don't know how they getting paid, but Nintendo must love them if they still around. They haven't announced anything for 6 years.
That NDA must be tight as shit. Because nothing. Like either you're doing nothing, or those people are loyal, or they are scared.
Yo, 6 years without a brand new game, and they were always saying we got a game to show every year, and they don't show shit. Well, and now we know they're working on Metroid Prime 4.
Why you think they just said like, we didn't forget about Metroid? That's it. That's all they say.
They weren't even working on Metroid for the past 6 years.
Yeah, but they said we don't forget about Metro. Oh, we don't.
Yeah, they were teasing that they were working on Prime 4 for like years.
They were, but they weren't.
Clearly.
Yeah, they weren't. Yeah, they were trolling everybody, bro. Like, it's crazy.
They were collecting that check.
Yo, for real. They were out here making ports and whatnot. Like, it's crazy. I want to work at Retro Studios, just sit on my ass in the studio all day. Be like, yo, what we going to make today? I don't know, but Nintendo going to cut us this check anyways because we just like, it's fucking crazy. So, like, you do not expect this game to come out anytime soon. Like, it's a wrap. I'm so done waiting that I'm just like, fuck it, yo. When it comes out, it comes out, yo. It's a wrap. It's so sad, too. It's fucking crazy.
Next level. Strikers. Get on it.
Yo, for real. Yo, oh my God, man. The next level games, I thought they were dead, but they're working on Luigi's Mansion 3. Can we get a Strikers, please? Strikers 3?
Oh, Mario
Strikers was the fucking nuts.
Yeah, it was a game. It was a good game.
That game was so fun.
That's a game that could anyone come in and play, and I'm not even liking soccer that much.
Yeah. The first one, anyone can come in and play. The second one, yo, you need to know.
That was dumb.
The second one was all chaotic. That shit was chaotic, man.
No, it was like you remember Strikers 1, right?
Yeah.
How it was only the captain could do a super.
Yeah.
But then you had the super team, all of them could do supers.
Yeah.
Oh,
they just took the super team. They just took super team and they said, okay, that's every team in Strikers 2. That shit was dumb. Like you played online, that shit was a disease.
No, wait, no, in Strikers 2, only the captain could still do
they could only do like the super special.
Yeah.
But the players had to make their own special.
Yeah, the other team, like the size, not the captain, but the players, they have abilities and whatnot.
Yeah, and the mole people and the shy guys, which is fucking diseases, dude.
The mole, shy guy, and the boo.
Yeah, because the mole could just dig under the goalie and just put it in the goal. I was like, is that fair?
Yeah, that game was broken, but it was fun as hell.
It was.
But like, man, if they need to give us another Strikers game. Yo, it's like they forget that GameCube era has some fucking amazing games, yo.
Like I said, because they fucked it up, the GameCube era, Nintendo fucked it up. It wasn't the games, it was Nintendo. Let's keep that straight, right? And the Wii U was the Nintendo, and the 7 games.
We got ports of every Wii U game.
Yeah.
major
So
game.
exactly, and so because it was fucked up, they're just like, nah, the GameCube was the worst. So I was like, yo, some of the best games of Nintendo's franchises came out of the GameCube era.
Yeah, they even got some pretty good third-party games during that era too.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would love a Beautiful Joe 3.
I know.
Beautiful Joe.
Beautiful
I mean,
Joe.
the second one wasn't that good.
No, the second one was
was
alright. The
amazing.
first one was amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
So if they make a third one like the first, that'd be fucking dope as hell, bro.
Tell you, Smash Bros. Beautiful Joe.
Yo, that'd be lit
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah,
But
I think people were waiting for it for a while already.
it's not gonna happen.
Probably not.
they
Yeah.
are gonna do it.
You probably see Wonder Red before you see Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, you probably see one of the Red, seeing how Nintendo, that. But I think even Nintendo abandoned Wonderful 101 like that. Yo, they have not hinted at that. Yo, that game is straight there. It's so bad they didn't even port it over to the Switch.
It's the Wonderful 101 game you're gonna get this year.
Yeah.
That's the game, dude. I hate
Yo,
it.
the wonderful one forgotten, bro. That's
That's
crazy.
disgusting.
Yo, I'm still waiting on this Pikmin 4 to come out too, bro. Like,
Oh, that's what they're gonna put in Smash Next. Olimar.
not
No,
yet.
I'm just kidding.
No.
They already put it in the game.
I thought he was gonna say the Pikmin, the little monster thing that eats the
Oh,
Pikmin.
nah.
That's what I thought you were gonna
Please
say.
no.
Yo, Bomberman though.
I mean, maybe Bomberman is kind of iconic.
I mean, the
Anything that's
first
like-
one, but then after that, it got boring,
I
bro.
don't think they're gonna do it though, because he's a trophy assist, so it's a wrap.
Oh, that's true.
It's a wrap for that.
Yeah, most
Ah,
So
man.
that's basically what other games.
might be right with Dante, honestly. Because any game that's like iconic, they put it out there
Yo,
because
bro,
Dragon Quest is the first JRPG.
I pray Dante gets put in it because he's one of the most iconic Capcom's iconic characters. Like, aside from the Street Fighter, everyone knows who the fuck Dante is.
I know.
Everybody knows who he is. So I would love that shit. And they can't say, "Oh no, it won't fit." You got Bayonetta, motherfucker. Shut up.
Bayonetta different though. Okay, she has a nice ass. That's the difference.
Yeah, that's true. But
I was kidding.
but like once I saw Joker in it, I'm like, yo, all hands on deck.
Yeah, Persona's pretty
All
iconic.
hands on deck. And Persona is not no kid friendly ass game.
Yeah.
So all
It is.
hands on deck. So Dante. But we know the next one is Banjo. So after that Banjo, yo, give me that Dante boy.
Nah. I think Banjo. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think Banjo was an extra.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that was an added extra.
Nah, I don't think so.
I think
They
so.
have to have planned this for a minute though. You
You
know
think
what I mean?
so?
Yeah. I think I think Banjo got the rights. They got the rights to Banjo probably like maybe fall last year, some shit like that. I think so. If not last year, sometime this year.
To the next character, but these just said Banjo right out.
No, I think they did that for hype
Yeah.
because they're working with Microsoft and no one saw that shit coming. Everyone wanted Banjo, but they didn't. No one would think that they'll put Banjo on Smash Bros. You know what I mean? But the reason why I thought Banjo would be a great pick for it, one, it was Nintendo's IP at one point, and also Microsoft's putting games on the Switch. So I'm like, yo, I wouldn't doubt if Banjo showed up. So I think it was a part of it, to be honest.
Yeah, but after Banjo,
I think Banjo became a part of the selection when they started making the deal with Nintendo. Cross play together. Oh, here's Super Lucky's Tale. Here's Minecraft. I think they made that deal together on that.
The new Super Lucky Tail.
Yo, yeah, new Super Lucky's Tale. Oh shit! But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see if if Dante gets put up in this bitch.
I think he's gonna put it in.
Yeah.
Just like Beautiful Joe.
But man, I will honestly, I think, I kind of want more females, to be honest. I like boobs. I like boobs, so yeah. Moving on.
Talking about females. Are we gonna talk about these broad thing?
I mean, if y'all got some 2 cents, I got some sense. I want to say, yo, yeah.
Okay, let's just make fun of it. Okay, cool.
Go
Nah,
ahead.
we're not gonna make fun of it. We can talk about it. All right.
Bro, it's dumb though. It's fucking dumb.
Like I never got it. Once I started reading, I was like, okay, what does it matter? All right.
Go ahead. What?
Nobody cares.
Ryu might be the next one from Ninja Gaiden. That was a pretty iconic game.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah,
that was a pretty iconic game. That game was pretty big. Yeah,
Nintendo love Tecmo. Team
of
Ninja.
course. and of course, we need Raphael from Ninja Turtles. Like we need
We need what?
Raphael.
Raphael from Ninja Turtles.
Not you. Wild. Wild.
Nah.
Nah, nope,
Nope.
not happening.
Nope. Dead.
Nah.
Ninja versus Ninja.
No.
If anything, if they do have Ninja, no, it's Ninja Guide. It's not. It's not.
We don't need it no more.
Yeah,
No,
they put Ninja Gaiden, they gonna put his girlfriend. You know, she got some big knots.
Oh.
She has amazing personality.
and I still think you might have seen Steve from Minecraft.
That's why I swear
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be in this game. I don't want him to be, but man, I think he is.
Can't doubt the power of that game.
That's crazy. So y'all gonna want to talk about these you know these articles?
I mean, yeah, Kenneth had a lot to say about it. Kenneth about bra sizes.
Talk about these bra sizes, boy.
Nobody
I have a
cares.
lot to say about this.
I mean, even then, like when I started reading, it's like, why does this point matter? Like,
let me tell you right now, like this shit.
When did people start caring about bra sizes on fucking games?
Yo, bro, this is
Nobody
the
cares.
dumbest, one of the stupidest articles ever made, and I know why they did it because they know it's gonna bring in the fucking clicks. But
Yeah.
it's like, honestly, to be honest, I don't care if they're out here censoring boobs and whatnot. Do whatever the fuck you want. It's not gonna change the fact.
I think what it is that it's more about the broader idea of censorship. Like people don't like that, like the idea of censorship. And this is just like one more nail. I don't think it's about Tifa and her bra and her tits specifically. I just think this is just one more nail in that whole board of censorship. And so like I think like because next time if something else is censored, like the smallest thing.
I mean, I don't even think this is censoring. To be honest, they gave a legitimate reason why her bust got reduced and whatnot. Like,
it's supposed to be athletic, yeah.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's amazing. It's cool.
But the thing is, yeah, it's like I think what happened was people looked at like the best thing you could say is people looked at avid children and they're like, oh, she had big tits and avid children.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, because it makes sense because the PlayStation 1 version of Final Fantasy VII. But the thing is,
back then, yo.
Right. The thing is, it's kind of like
big ass feet.
Yeah, it's like Lara Croft. It's like they had to do that because they had very limited pixels. Like so, they kind of just had to like take the 2 pixels that make up her tits and just pull them out. Like they just like shape it. Yeah, and so I think that's what people are making a mistake on. At the same time, it's just one of those things where I kind of agree with everyone because like at the end of the day, it's true. You do if you're athletic, your tits tend to be smaller. Not always, but sometimes. At the same time, it's like there are people in the world that have big tits. Like that, it's like I tell people every time. Take the character in anime with just tits. Someone in real life has bigger tits.
Yeah,
Like I think the world record for tits is like triple Z, like Z as in zebra. Yeah, like it's like so it's like she has massive tits. Like so any tits that you see in a video game, there's a real life bigger version.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, this is what I gotta say about this. It doesn't fucking matter. Just let it be. They got big boobs. Yo, a character got big boobs. So fucking what? Like,
yeah, exactly. Big tits, small tits. Who cares? Yeah.
Like, who cares? Like, I don't get why people make such a fuss. Like, why are you sexualizing women? It's not sexualizing. She just got big boobs.
You know what the craziest thing about all this is? Like, some games like Pokemon never get criticized for this kind of shit. Some of these gym leaders have like huge ass tits, like, and some of them don't. Like, some of them have like little tits, and it's just like some have none.
And look at she doesn't have big tits, but look at Nessa, right? And Shooting Sword. What she's supposed to be? What, teenager?
I'm guessing so. I mean, I think gym leaders are a job, right? So I think they have to be adults.
Yeah, they're adults. Nah, man, Misty's a gym leader. She a kid.
Okay, but her sisters are sorry though. Like,
Misty.
Her sisters are sorry though. Like,
a teenager. He's a gym leader.
He's pretty much an adult. He had to take care of like 10 kids. Like,
nah, like if you look at Nessa, right, she's revealing a lot of skin. You know what I'm saying? And no one talks.
She's a swimmer though. She's a swimmer.
And yeah, I understand. Like she has a bikini on and whatnot. I guess she's
Yeah.
water gym and
Yeah.
whatnot. But they can't talk shit about that, and they know they can't talk shit about that. But at the end of the day, she's still revealing skin, but she's wearing a bathing suit. You know what I mean? So how is that any different from a female character having big boobs or showing some cleavage?
Yo, even now that you said that, even Misty was showing almost, I think, the same amount of skin as her as she was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was.
Yeah, so it's just like it's
Maybe
crazy. Like
just
I
leave
think
it
it's
alone.
just I think people only care because the game is like super fucking popular. That's it. Like really, I think that's the only reason people care. Like if Final Fantasy was like some backwater franchise, no one gives a shit. It was like because I don't know if you guys remembered from Final Fantasy 15 when the chick who with the yellow suit on who like pumped the gas, she was like blonde.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was like a huge controversy. Like, why is she showing so much skin? Why are her tits so big? Blah blah blah. Like, I'm just like, it's only
No,
you only care because it's Final Fantasy.
yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like these are fantasy characters.
Yeah, they're fake.
They're
Yeah,
not real. Yo, I can put a fucking monster that got one tit on his back. Like just draw like a dinosaur monster type thing with scales and shit who got one tit in his back and a big ass nipple. Like it's fantasy. Who gives a fuck? It wouldn't make no damn sense, but it's fantasy. Like
yeah.
these are
No,
not.
no, but it's just like because people know it gets clicks, so they do it. They talk about
Yeah, and
Yeah,
this article is
it.
clearly for
everyone on
Yeah,
the
yeah, I think everyone involved knows that it gets attention.
yeah, it's clearly for some
Like,
clickbait.
yeah, like
Like it's
these are not good face actors.
and
Exactly.
but it's like I just don't understand. Like, and then it's this group is such niche, such a small and niche group, and the gaming community is just not community, but gaming industry is paying so much attention to that small group.
How the game journalists are. Oh, yeah, in
yeah.
the industry. Yeah, in the industry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
never
industry,
mind, never mind.
Even the
and
Yeah,
people on the comment section are saying that it's like, oh, this shit is clickbait, 100%.
yeah, like it's
It's just
whatever.
stupid.
Like I don't understand
Click,
why a
click.
company has um to what's that? What I'm trying to say? That they cave in.
pander.
Yeah,
They kidding.
they
Yeah,
cave in to the slander and to the demands of these people that don't like sexualized in games like that. But they only talk about women. They don't talk about anything else.
So don't
But it's
don't,
not that
don't play
serious.
the
Like
game.
whatever. Who cares?
That's it.
And then on top of that, also, if they censors like if they reduce a woman's bust or something like in a game, they did this in Mortal Kombat 11 too. People are outraged for it. I'm just like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Who
Just play the
cares?
game
You're not playing the game to look at her boobs. You're playing the game
yo,
for the story.
to play the
Yeah.
fucking
they
game.
need everyone needs to take the what was that dude's name? I think he made Marvel vs. Capcom. He made a fighting game. It was a Japanese dude. He wore the shirt those that said "No, ask me for shit." Everyone
Oh,
needs to take that.
it was Street Fighter,
Was
right?
it?
Yeah.
Or was it what's that game called? Soul Calibur. It was something like that.
I was one of those games, yeah.
Yeah, he just had a shirt that said "Don't ask me for shit." And I was
Yeah,
just like, yo, that's what that used
that
to do.
sucks. These developers need that attitude.
Yeah,
The same thing like where it was a Team Ninja when they was
yeah.
like, "Oh, we're not gonna censor beach volleyball and whatnot. You don't like it? Go fuck yourself." Thank you.
Okay,
Just
okay,
don't play
Thank
the
you.
game.
but we need a disclaimer first, okay? Team Ninja does not respect women, okay?
Of course not.
This
We
is
know that
this is
for
this
sure.
is this is what we need to stress after playing one of the ones, okay? After playing one of the ones, this should be painfully obvious that Team Ninja does not respect
Yo,
women, okay?
for real, bro.
Like, or just if you don't believe
Yikes.
me, play through Hyrule Warriors and look at the reason why all this is happening, and I guarantee you will realize that
Wait, Team
Team
Ninja made Hyrule Warriors?
yes, they did, and it's
Oh no,
very
they helped make it, right?
yeah. With what's it
Okay,
called?
yeah, okay.
Yeah, but look at the reason why Sia is doing what she's doing. Just go listen to it, and you'll see
Oh
Tim
yeah, I
Ninja
remember why. Yeah.
does not respect
Wait,
women.
Alias, did you play and Ray? Y'all play that Hyrule Warriors?
Yeah, I did play
No,
it.
no. Wait,
After
what?
No,
Kenny
you play
played
it.
it,
Yo, just
I
tell them
played
the
it for a
reason why,
while.
bro.
Oh,
Hyrule
bruh,
Warriors.
the whole reason I
So,
kid you not.
No, it's
You
the
you
Zelda
play
game.
you
But it's
play
like
this game for 10, 15
remember
hours,
Kenny
20
was playing
hours,
it,
okay?
and it
You
was
play it,
pretty cool.
you
Then I
go through
played it
all this. You see these people waking up
for Wii U.
Ganondorf. waking up, all these things, invading the Twilight Zone, all this shit, right? You see all this stuff, and at the end, you're like, "Yo, this must be some badass reason." Nope. The only reason she did it was because she was jealous that he was hanging out with Zelda.
Yep,
That's it. So
that's all I
she
say.
endangered the entire world just because she had a crush on Link.
Yep.
That's the dumbest reason
Yeah.
ever. And it makes perfect sense to us why Team Ninja's name is on it, because that's what they do to women. Because in the one, okay, in one of the ones, okay, Samus, okay, is supposed to be a super badass bounty hunter with a badass suit that can just wreck face. She was trained by the Chozo from day one
But
to do work.
but
And the very in that game is going, hey, I have more power than you. Can I please use them, sir? can I please use them? I'm stronger than you, but can I please?
Yeah, it's
Like,
fine.
please,
It
sir.
didn't make
Like
it didn't
no,
make
no,
no fucking sense,
no.
man.
like no. Like Team Ninja does not respect women. Okay, they do not. Like they give women no character development at all, at all. Okay, so let's just make that distinction right now. When it comes to women in video games, it does not matter how they look like. When it comes to Team Ninja's women in video game, ignore them. Just completely ignore
Yo, it's funny,
uh,
yo. We were
dude.
playing. Well, I was playing beach volleyball on the Switch.
Oh, come
Just
on. That's
to,
a garbage
yo,
game.
just to see
Come
what it
on.
was like. I know these games are terrible, but I was playing it, and I
I
was just like,
saw it, Josh.
these booth phases don't even make any sense. It's crazy.
bro,
Like,
Josh,
bro,
I was right there,
bro,
but
you,
right beside
uh,
you.
I would just tell you right now, if you had titties like that, if you're a girl, you had titties like that, and you're gonna hit a volleyball, your tits are gonna hit you in the face. All right, your
oh,
tits are
bro,
gonna just hit
yo,
you in
that
the face.
game is hot garbage, bro. Like, I'd rather go. Yo, if you want to play volleyball, don't play that fucking game. Just go play an
A
actual
real
volleyball.
volleyball,
Real
yeah,
game.
that's what I'm saying.
That game was so clearly. I mean, that game is clearly made for the virgins that don't get laid
I
out there, bro.
mean, there's a lot of
That's
games
right. If
made for
you,
that, but
yeah, if
Yo,
you're
that
lucky,
game was made for them, bro.
that's
Like,
right. Because if 'cause for those guys who like playing those games, I swear to you, if you wish for it hard enough, and you don't know how to mod the game, eventually one of their titties are gonna slip out. I promise. I promise you that this is gonna happen. So just keep hope alive.
oh shit. Oh god, I'm fucking dead, bro.
Yo, the game is complete
Yo,
garbage.
can we talk about how big Tifa's feet were in Final Fantasy 7?
And hey, yo, she needs some kick, dog. She needs to be kicked.
Yo, she had some fucking. Yo, she had Donkey Kong feet, bro.
Bro, look,
Yo, that shit crazy. That
bro,
shit look like a fucking cinder block, bro.
she had to remember she had to do some kicks and she had to show off those shoes. Okay.
Yo,
You
her
gotta
feet look
stop
like you
it,
can
this.
build some buildings with those feet, bro. God damn.
Before.
Yo, she got the Mega Man hands, though. She got the hand cannon.
Right.
That
No.
shit crazy.
I'm looking right now.
Yo, that.
I can't find any fucking pictures. Man.
Nah, it's on. Just look at the link on the notes, and you just scroll down. You'll see Tifa in polygon style.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
okay,
one.
okay. I
Yo,
thought you
she,
meant the actual.
yo,
Okay.
she got her feet bigger than her face, bro.
Oh,
Like
that's
that
fucked
shit's
up.
crazy.
Yeah,
Oh
but see,
man.
that's what I'm saying. Look at that. Oh my god, her tits are so big. Oh my god.
Oh
Yo,
shit.
they're so great. You could cut diamonds with that shit.
Yo, her boobs are diamonds, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That
Like,
shit's
what
crazy.
will I ever do? Yo, you need to cover that up, yo.
Yo,
You need to
Uh,
cover that up. Yo, if they
uh,
don't cover that up, you're gonna see like one too many polygons.
yeah, I'm amazed that these boobs didn't cut through the interface, bro. That shit crazy.
Hey, yo, people act like this is cutting edge technology and shit.
Yo, back then that was legit. Yo, that was like, oh my god, this is some real shit.
You know, her
That's
hands are
fucking
literally
sad.
squares.
She got no fingers, bro.
Yeah,
Yo, she
that's
got Mega Man arm cannon out here, bro.
yo. The Powerpuff Girl has high resolution. That shit.
Yo, facts.
Oh no.
Oh, that shit crazy. Yo, Mario 64 had better resolution than this
Yo,
shit.
at least you can see his fingers.
Yo, for real. Oh shit,
Okay.
yo, this Tifa sliding gotta stop, yo. I'm sorry, yo, Tifa. I'm sorry. It's
Like, yo, they had barely anything to work with. Okay.
and they out here talk about you can't nerf her boobs. She got no boobs,
I
bro.
know, right?
She got a couple.
Oh
Yo, you know,
shit.
it'd be great if Square Enix like, you know what, you're right. We're gonna make her boobs how they were, and they just make them low poly.
Yo, imagine.
Like, yo, you wanted
Yo,
it
you
that way.
imagine like Square Enix came out and they removed the current Tifa model and just put the PlayStation 1 model. Like, here you go.
Say
You
that,
got what you wanted.
and they gave it a new mod. I
Be
can
like,
see
yo,
all 8 pixels.
you got what you wanted, right? Here's Tifa with big boobs or your polygon boobs. Yo. That shit that cut you.
Fucking joke.
Yeah.
I don't know what people are trying to compare it to.
Oh
It
shit.
doesn't matter.
God,
Doesn't
God
matter.
help you. God help you with the 4 faces of her legs.
Like you don't even
She just
don't even
stopped to
don't even look
this.
like legs. They look like matches, yo.
That's
It's
what I'm
true. It's true.
saying.
Oh
They don't
yeah,
look
it
like you about to
does.
light up a fucking match, bro. You go to
Wow.
Cloud. You want to smoke?
That looks sad.
Oh shit. Oh man,
Oh.
yo, do I just want to bring this up. Apparently, it's confirmed that a Switch Mini is on the way. So
Switch
apparently, yeah, so a Switch Mini. So apparently, somewhere in
It's called
Europe,
cell phone.
yo,
Exactly.
dead ass,
And
dead
that's why I
ass,
think this is BS. That's
telephone.
why I think it's BS. Like,
yo,
why
That
would you
like
make
fucking
it
Nina.
smaller?
That screen is
yo,
fucking small as shit
yo, let
though.
me tell you
Yeah.
right now. I don't know how a Switch Mini is gonna work. The Switch is already mini.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Have it in like 9p? The fuck? Yo, let me play Doom at 9p.
Yo, no. The Switch Mini is
Oh,
gonna look like the N-Gauge.
shut up.
I
No,
remember
shut
the
up.
N-Gauge.
Yo, let me play
Ah,
this.
shut
Let
up.
me
It's
play
that
this
game.
at 15 frames a second.
Yo, yeah, I remember
50 frames
the
per second.
intro. Yo, hold on.
What is this?
N-Gauge.
Stop animation?
Yo,
Oh,
no, for real.
man.
Yo, I'm gonna pull out the N-Gauge right quick.
Yo, send on
I'm gonna share
Discord.
this on the screen, yo. Hold on, I'm gonna share this on the screen real
Oh
quick.
my god. Let's
Yo,
take
Ray, I
it.
need you to have this.
Yeah,
Engage was
yeah, yeah. I
discontinued
have
in like 2003.
I'm gonna show you this. This is what
sure,
the
sure,
Switch
sure.
Mini gonna look like right here, bro. All right, let me pull this up. How do you share screen? Oh, settings. Okay.
That's up there, yeah.
This thing's
Share
gonna be
screen. All right.
garbage.
All right, yo. So y'all see my screen, right? It's gonna be a little lag.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so this is what the Switch Mini is gonna look like. You see how small this shit is, bro? Yo,
What's
back
that?
in the
What the
day,
fuck?
yo, back in the
What's
I
that?
prefer
day,
to have the DS back, bro.
yo,
That's what
back
I'm saying.
in the day, this was supposed to be like the killer gaming portable.
Look at
Yeah.
the Tamagotchi.
But
This is
You
the
know what?
PSP Go
No. You know how
before
it
the
looks
PSP
like?
Go.
It looks
Tamagotchi.
like that one DS version they took out. It was a 2DS version.
yeah,
They look like super
yeah.
slim and
No,
chunky.
I know. Honestly, though, like all jokes aside, it
Okay.
ain't gonna look like this garbage.
No,
But
no, no.
Let's go.
honestly,
Yeah, let
I
me have a
think
little
um
I think that's
this
still
is gonna
fine.
look
to
like the
bottom.
Go, like the
You know what
Vita.
reminded me? Is the
It's gonna be attached.
Tamagotchi. The one
Yeah,
Cat has.
yeah.
The
Cause like
garbage one.
the Tamagotchi was life back in the day.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know, bro.
But the Switch Mini, it actually might look like maybe the PlayStation Go or the Vita. Cause the Joy Cons are not gonna be they're gonna be attached. They're not gonna be detachable. So it's pretty much gonna look like a fucking Vita.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you right now, I don't think this is legit because, okay, look, think about it for a second, right? All their games, the vast majority of their games, has to do with moving those Joy-Cons,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
Yeah.
If you take off that, you pretty much just have another fucking Game Boy, and the screen is already super
That's
small.
true for real.
The screen is already super small to begin with. Like it's only a 6-inch screen. Like you tell me you're gonna give you a 4-inch screen, like
Yeah,
this.
if they ever did a Switch Mini, it's gonna be like a 4-inch screen. I don't want a fucking game on a 4-inch.
Yeah, bro. Like if it's no way. Like if they doing this, it's probably the biggest mistake of their life. Like,
Yeah.
it's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. They should focus
Eventually,
on making a more powerful version.
yeah, make a more powerful version, and maybe like instead of the Switch is what 8 inches.
The screen is 6 inches. I think the
Instead of like 6, make a pro version that's like maybe 8 inches, 9. No, 9 is too much. Maybe 8 inches, and then make it more powerful, just a little bit more powerful. Not like the X, but just give me some consistent
I mean,
resolution.
you don't even need it with that. Just like I said, just put another. This is gonna be take a little bit of engineering work, but just do a dock, pro dock, charge 150 $200 for it, whatever. Put a CPU in that bitch that upscales it to 4K, makes it look really nice. Maybe add some anti-aliasing. You could do it. It's gonna take some engineering, but you could do it. And after that, you're done. Like you're set. Like it's no reason to just waste it or make it a smaller of a portable console. Like
Yeah.
it's like it just makes no sense.
It's
Because
like
you
look what happened. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
because it's like you take a look at like the Game Boy Advance Mini or Micro, was
I
it
was just about to
Micro?
mention that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like yeah, it's so some and it's a collector's item now, but most people didn't give a shit. Even the DS Lite was still kind of whatever
Nah, the
because
DS Lite was lit, bro. Sorry, I'm sorry.
no, because then you had the
Yo, the DS Lite was the shit.
no, because then after that they released the DSi. It's just like
Yeah, the
what the fuck?
DSi was pretty much the DS Lite, just where added hardware or software to it.
Yeah, and then
That's
they
pretty
had
much what it was.
can you imagine if they released a smaller 3DS? Like it's crazy. They had to release the bigger 3DS, and that's my point. It's like they need to just focus on making their what they have better instead of trying to make it smaller to fit in your pocket. Like it's
Yeah,
already portable. Stop pushing portability.
yeah. Like the Switch is not meant to fit on your pocket, so
Yeah,
let's
that's
get
not.
that out the fucking window.
Yeah.
Just focus on making a better machine. I just want consistent resolution across all the fucking games. I'm tired of playing a game and it's you'll play Zelda 720. Does it ever hit 1080p on dock
If
mode?
it's docked, yes, if it's docked.
Okay, so dock Smash Bros 1080p 720 handheld, and then you got these third party games that hit in 360p 540p. Like I just want consistent frame rates out here. That I'm not frame rates. Well, yeah, that too, but consistent resolution as well. Like just give me consistency. I'm tired of looking at blurry games and then looking at a crisp game and then kill my eyesight with another blurry ass game.
Yeah, like Doom was a fucking travesty.
Yo, I'm
Those
not gonna lie though. Whoever engineered that game on the Switch are geniuses.
Of course, but it was abysmal. Like those textures were trash. It looked blurry as fuck. Like I'm
Yeah, it
like you
still
like
sold well though.
if you're one of those people who never played on PC, this is probably nothing for you. But when you see the PC 4K 1440 1080p version, high fidelity, high frame rates, perfect textures versus the Game
Yo,
Boy
oh
Advance
yo,
version,
this,
like
yo,
it's just
Dude,
since we on that
just
topic,
curious.
yo, The
yeah.
Witcher 3 on Xbox and PlayStation already had long as load screen. Imagine that shit on the fucking Switch. Yeah, this is a cartridge. It should have longer load screen, but we still get load screens on these fucking on Switch games. So The Witcher 3 is gonna have even longer fucking load. I can't deal. Nah, fuck that, yo.
Now imagine that on the handheld version. You see what I'm
Oh
saying?
Garbage.
god,
Or
yo, you're
No,
gonna
because
be there
garbage.
on the
like
load screen for an hour, just like,
that's what
damn,
I'm
I wish I
saying.
could play my game.
It's gonna have to be weaker for so it can stay portable. You see what I'm saying? And so it's just like
At
I'm
the end
guessing
of
they're
the
gonna
day,
go for longer battery life too.
yo,
So
ain't it ironic? At the end of the day, portabilities was hurting these games in terms of resolution wise and graphic wise. Yeah,
So
it's
we don't need that
the
no more.
you know, get on Pokemon Coliseum too. Stop lying.
I've been bro, I've been wanting a now Pokemon College Spin 2 came out. I was
Oh,
shattered.
Gala shit. Yeah, Gala
1064.
shit.
Yellow garbage.
Yeah.
That game was so booty. No, but Coliseum, if you haven't played that game, it's so fun.
Yeah, on
That game was good.
GameCube.
It was revolutionary for the Pokemon series because
Yeah.
they never did something like that before.
That's all I ever
And
wanted again. That's all I ever want for a second time. Is just
yeah, and it was like that story was hella dark. I really liked that story. It was dope. You got to play as a T Rocket member for the first time ever. It was fucking
wasn't
awesome.
you didn't have starters.
Yeah, it
Pokemon
wasn't
came
like,
first.
oh, save the world. This little nigga legit stole Pokemon from people. Like he
Yeah,
legit
like
stole.
Uh,
It was dope. And I've been wanting a Coliseum game for ages, but we're
you can even
not.
give me a game from the perspective of Team Rocket or Team whatever. I just want something mix. I just want to mix it up. I don't want to be
In
safe.
terms of the overall look, yo, Sword and Shield is by far like the closest to Coliseum we'll ever fucking get. Like it that I'm looking forward to Sword and Shield because of that, but A man can dream.
Okay.
A man can.
Uh huh.
You know what they need afterwards though, like the game, because I have a feeling I could be 100% wrong, and in fact I think I probably am. But if they decide to make a Diamond and Pearl remake now, that's probably gonna be the
Yo,
best Pokemon
bro,
Switch
bro,
game.
bro. I
Probably the
am
best
so.
Pokemon Switch game.
I'm actually so happy that Diamond Pro remake was not um in the release date of Eevee and Pikachu. Yeah, Eevee and Pikachu, right? I'm glad because I knew when that came out, I told ya that is a demo for the next game. They're testing out how these graphics are gonna look like in this game
No, because
for the next one.
that's what
Now
they usually do.
they do that all the fucking time.
Yeah, because if you take a look at what happened on the 3DS, it was X and Y, which was kind of like the demo to test 3D, and then it was Sun and Moon. No, it was Ruby and Sapphire
Yeah.
remake, and the Ruby and Sapphire remake was way better than X and Y,
Oh yeah,
like way better than
yeah.
X and Y. And so even Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon was way better than Sun and Moon. And so I was like, I think Let's Go is like a test. It is not only a test, but it's preparing to get like the Pokemon Go crowd into the mainline Pokemon game.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna have Sword and Shield. That's gonna be the
Yo, I'm
generation,
telling you right
and
now,
then they're gonna have the
bro.
remake later,
Bro,
and that remake is gonna be amazing.
bro. I cannot wait for the Diamond Pearl remake because as much as people don't like that game was hella fucking complete. That game had
It
everything.
was
It
the
was
most complete
broken though.
Pokemon game.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
game had everything in it.
it
Everything
had
you had in the
everything from one to three. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
in
yeah,
there.
it had it all. And I would love to see that world in the Sword and Shield engine, bro. Like that would
Yeah.
be fucking amazing.
I think it's Unreal, right?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think it's using the Breath of the Wild engine. I think I did from this point forward is if I could be wrong, you can quote me in the comment section if you figure it out. But if it's using the Breath of the Wild engine, I think a lot of them,
Unreal, right? Breath of the
yeah,
Wild
yeah,
is
Breath of the
Unreal.
Wild is real, yeah. But they probably tweaked it for their own, for their own liking.
Yeah,
So from this going forward, a lot of their open world games are gonna probably use that engine, and which it makes sense, right? Use the engine that you're used to now, and have your
yeah,
games run great across your platform, across your
yeah.
major platform. So Diamond Pro remake with this engine and this open world look, it's gonna look great. I can't wait for that.
I need to see it first
That'd be fucking
and
awesome.
to
I will
play.
spend hours on that damn game.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna spend hours on Sword and Shield because that game looks fire. Ray, you don't be hating. I
It's okay. It's okay. Look, if you guys want to come back and relive those moments where,
yo
Pokemon
like
was the
I
shit,
yeah I
then
think
go ahead and
honestly
ask for
No, I
that to
mean,
the
no, but
gaming cards.
it's
I'm
not
just
that. It's just
kidding.
that it's like if you take a look at what happened in Ruby and Sapphire, Alpha and Omega, they they changed it. They gave the characters a lot more personality. But what they also did was they added the Delta episode, which I liked, which is where
yeah
Rayquaza fought Deoxys.
Rayquaza, yeah.
And so that one was pretty sick. And so if they could do that with a game like that, where there's no such thing as night and day, then you could then imagine what they could do with a complete 100% complete game. You know what I'm saying? Like Diamond and Pearl. Like, cause think about it, right? If they give a Diamond and Pearl remake, that means you're gonna get the platinum inside of it, which you go into the alternate dimension.
Yeah.
They'll probably expand that, and you
yo
probably
I
actually
would
get to see
love
Arceus
to see
legit.
yes yeah I would love to see how the Void will look like in this game. The Void was some
Yeah,
ass in
yeah,
Diamond Pearl, the original one, and the new one. I would love to see what the Void will look like.
yeah.
That'd be
Diamond and
fire.
Pearl Void was trash, and Platinum it was better, but this one will probably be amazing.
They probably just remake Platinum.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they take what everything had, what Platinum had, and just remake it.
Yeah, because the Delta episode follows the events of Red, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because it was like you rode on Rayquaza when it's time. So Pokemon, what was the YouTube channel? The YouTube series, Pokemon.
Diamond and Pearl.
I
Oh,
forgot. No,
Origin.
yeah, Origins. Like that, the part where he went into to space, that happened in the game.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah,
Yeah.
and so I
Okay.
think about like, so imagine in the Diamond and Pearl remake, they might have Cyrus get taken to the other world with Giratina, like they did in Pokemon Origins.
That'd be lit, bro. That'd be
You know,
lit.
or they might go into detail with like, you know, the dude from number 2 from Silver and Gold, Gold to Silver, your rival being Giovanni's son. They might be Giovanni back again. So you never know what they can do. They can mix it up again, but they usually do that with their remix. With the remakes, they usually remix it because like the first game is kind of them getting used to it, and then once they get used to it, they do the crazy stuff.
Okay, I just hope they don't do like the release a bullshit Pokemon game like Pokemon Battle Revolution. Oh man, yo, that game was some booty.
How the mighty have
I
fallen.
hope
Yo,
they
Stadium,
do, so
Stadium was
y'all.
amazing.
What happened?
I hope they do.
Yo, shut up, Ray.
Don't listen to him.
Yo, that game was hot.
I hope they
garbage,
do
bro.
so you destroy
it
your
was laggy.
dreams.
Let me tell you something. How a game that Pokemon legit just stand there was dropping frames, bro.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like it's fucking crazy. I hope they don't go down that route because that shit was lame.
Yo, Pokemon Stadium was one of the was the highest selling game on 64.
Yo, you know what they're missing out
And it
on though? Yo, they're
What?
missing out. Yo, they need to have Pokemon remaster Pokemon Snap. Like they legit
No.
got the platform, yo.
Nope.
Yo,
Eh.
the Switch
Garbage.
gyroscope, my
Garbage.
nigga. Like you can just
They-
take a
they-
picture.
They probably do it for the
They
phone.
have-
They probably do it for the
they have-
phone.
Yo, the phone be front. The phone be
I
dope
mean,
too.
if they go
They
into
have-
more depth with the
have-
game, I guess. Yeah,
Oh my! Like you can legit just use the Switch as the camera to take the picture. That'd be fucking lit. Yo, y'all sleep on Pokemon Snap? That shit was fire. I'm sorry.
No, I played
it was
Pokemon
good.
Snap.
I played it for
I
a
played the
while.
whole
It
thing.
got boring.
I
I
love.
think.
I maybe because I was a kid and I just enjoyed that game. But
Yeah.
it would be
Taking a picture
fire.
from
I
down
think
below, upwards.
straight up. Yeah, I was just. I think I would just
I-
straight up hit me with nostalgia if they released that game.
I remember what game you could that allowed you to do that. I don't know what game you could. I know that's
What?
just a stream, like screenshot. Whatever.
That you can move.
Those are just the screenshots. Forget it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take
Yeah,
screenshots.
but,
Yeah.
the Pokemon Snap, man, yo, they're missing out on a gold mine right there.
It was all about
It's okay.
Pokemon
Nintendo eventually is
Stadium.
gonna start like
It's all about that.
doing something to get that money.
Yeah.
We'll see about it.
So we're like in a 2 hour.
Oh, we're in the 2 hour mark?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, it didn't even feel like 2 hours.
Yeah, we're like
That's
at
crazy.
150
Oh,
something.
man.
I feel like 10 minutes.
Damn, yo, it's 10 o'clock. Holy shit! Hey
Yo.
man, I actually know we had a good podcast, bro. Cause time flew.
So,
Yo, time just flew by, my guy.
Cut that shit out of it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yo, and it's crazy. 'Cause I was like, yo, we barely got shit to talk about. It's gonna be like 40 minutes, 2 hours.
Anyways, we have
What we gonna
to.
say?
No. Just gonna. We have to say goodbye.
Oh, Ken, what were you gonna say?
Coupon.
no, I was gonna say, hey man, like there was some pretty inflammatory news that came out this week. That's why.
I mean,
I-
some of
honestly,
them.
It was dry shit. Not gonna
Actually,
lie.
there were like very few news, but we know.
Yeah, I thought this week was a little dry as shit, but hey man, if it goes to show, this podcast will move on today. So, booyah!
If you guys stick all the way through, props to you.
All right, so I guess we're gonna end it here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
There's no more. There's nothing to talk about.
All right, well, I guess we well, y'all don't have channels, so y'all ain't gonna plug in.
Yeah, just follow us on all social media. It's gonna be down somewhere.
All right,
King Crow Malagru.
yo, follow Malagru on Twitch.
Follow
You don't
everywhere.
stream at all, but give him some inspiration.
No,
Follow
follow me
Dark
on
Alias
follow me on
94.
YouTube for when I start putting videos.
Yo, yeah, follow him on YouTube.
Make
It's
an
Malagru,
Instagram.
right? The YouTube channel.
Yeah, Malagru. Yep, all Malagru.
Instagram, Kenny.
You can see it right down below on the screen
MALAGRU.
anyway.
Yo, Ray, we trying to shout our channels out, all right?
Yeah.
Hold up, yo, Alias, do you stream? Yo, Alias, you
Yeah.
stream, right?
Yeah,
Yo, plug in your channel, bro.
I'm gonna do it. Tomorrow.
Follow Dark
Oh, you
Alias
see it?
94 everywhere you go.
Yeah. Dark Alias 94.
So that's so it's
YouTube's,
Dark Alias 94. all around?
Twitches, Facebook.
That's
Yeah.
All right, y'all just follow me on Twitch, YouTube, EchoeBarrage. That's it.
There you go. You had him. Josh Gambino.
Same thing on Twitter, bro. Same thing on Twitter, EchoeBarrage, my guys.
Follow
All right,
my
man.
homies.
Yeah. This is pretty much it, yo. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Peace out. This is episode 2. Till next time.
Oh, before we
Uh-huh,
go,
well.
if y'all got any suggestions or topics, just put in the comment section. We'll cover them too.
Yep.
Pokemon
Or if
Stadium.
you disagree with whatever we said, put that in the comment
If
section.
you want to talk massive, then
You
you
want
could
to
just
talk some trash, yo? There's a
go
comment
ahead.
section.
If you want to
for that.
talk trash about Josh Gambino, go ahead.
Yo, go ahead, yo. Talk, yo.
Or if you ever want to know why Ray and Ruben didn't talk that much, go
It's because
tell
we're
them how
haters.
much how you feel
That's
about
all I was
that.
gonna say.
Tell them how I feel
Alice.
about that.
Yo,
Yo,
I
y'all
don't
don't
know.
want this.
I can't believe Ruin didn't talk anything about Pokemon. I was like, "This is your topic, bro. What the fuck?"
Y'all don't want go on the
just-
comment section. Y'all want-
like
I don't know about the new
Alias
adventures
is
or
always
Sword and
talking about
Shield.
how much he loves Pokemon.
Yo,
and they didn't say shit.
Yo,
I
this
went back to
podcast
play
is over. Yo, what are you talking
Yo,
about? Yo,
Okay. This is over. We're gonna have
Yo,
another
this
hour.
podcast. Okay, whatever. Look, whatever you want to put down in the comment section, put it down in the comment section.
It doesn't matter.
Alright,
All right, bye.
y'all like us too. Okay, it helps us out. All right.
All right.
I see.
All right. Peace.